Oh my god, is that Argus? Oh crap.
You're supposed to hear stuff. I hear nothing.
I don't hear him talking at all. I'm very worried.
Ugh.
Did the DM
Can you
just
guys
die?
I guess.
maybe roll?
The sound,
Ah, it's there.
ironically, I think I'm the only one who heard that. It came from Tailspire.
No.
It actually came from roll 20.
Oh.
That's why I wanted to double check your sound.
I
I
know my
have
sound
not.
is on, but I heard nothing.
Oh wow.
I
Oh,
Discord. I mean, I normally have Roll20 completely muted, so
Well, I heard
fair
it.
enough.
I got to hear all the good stuff.
All the
for you.
excitement.
That sounds good.
All right, thank you. Well,
I don't.
unfortunately, because
It
you
was
guys
not picked up
cannot
on
hear the opening to it,
Yeah, it was not picked up on YouTube.
Not at
indeed, it
all.
is a-okay. We'll skip over that.
You skipped the YouTube didn't hear the opening. I think you can't skip over that.
Yeah, YouTube
It was,
didn't.
ironically, it was a good
Well,
like 1 minute and like 30 seconds. So I was just like, either he's gonna have to
yes, it
repeat it or
really
I'm just gonna.
immersed to the entrance of the campaign.
I
Very
should.
disappointed. Nonetheless, we will continue on, but that is good to know. All right. And so they begin along their path. Destinies, soon to be intertwined with fate. The weave has laid out the path before them, and now it is up to them to follow it. And so their stories unfold. The year is 557 AW in the fascinating world of Ixalia, a diverse and enchanting realm that has undergone significant changes since the Great War in the year 0 AW, which you've learned through your life to be the abbreviation for after the war, much like the events before the war are called BW. The world is divided into 5 major continents, each with its own unique geography, cultures, and ecosystems. There are 2 major continents that are populated more than the rest. One being Talos, the continent in Ixalian history to be inhabited, the very first, and 2, Eos, one of the most recent continent discoveries in the last few centuries. Since the evolutionary expanse of agriculture, technology, and commerce, Eos has been the hot talk within the last few decades. Eos is a vast continent known for its towering mountain ranges, dense forest, and expansive plains. A part of Eos is dominated by the imposing Ice Peak Mountains, which are shrouded in a winter storm and rumored to be the home of an ancient and powerful being, or so the rumors say. The continent features a variety of biomes, including temperate forests, arid deserts, and frozen tundras. The people of Eos are known for their resilience and adaptability. Different regions have developed distinct cultures, each influenced by the unique challenges posed by their local environment. The Great War, which occurred in the year 0 AW, was a cataclysmic event that shaped the history of Ixalia. The war involved conflicts between multiple continents, leading to significant political and social upheaval. The war had far reaching consequences, altering the landscapes of many regions and leaving scars that are still visible in the present day. Some areas become uninhabitable, while others saw the rise of new civilizations and power structures. In the centuries since the Great War, the world of Exalia has seen periods of rebuilding, exploration, and most importantly, discovery. Technological advancements, magical discoveries, and cultural exchanges have contributed to the evolution of EOS. While tensions from the past linger, there is also a shared recognition of a need for cooperation and understanding under the Atlassian Empire which reigns over Eos. Exalia is a dynamic and ever-changing world where the echoes of the Great War resonate in the diversity of its landscapes, cultures, and civilizations. Again, the year is 557 AW, which marks a chapter in this ongoing saga, as the people of Exalia navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by their rich and storied history. And so we zoom in to the town, or the portside town, Havenport, where we have you, Micaiah, standing at the front door to the Havenport Inn. You catch that fresh breeze of air as it brushes across your face, kind of reminiscing about the flashback-esque dream that you had of your father diving into the tall caverns and the unexpected accomplice as well as partnership that you have also entailed. And now you can hear the people going about their everyday lives in this early morning day inside the town of Havenport. You hear the toll bells ringing down by the port side from the multiple ships that are docked, one being at which is the Odalia, the ship that you know you're soon to board. What would you like to do?
What time do I need to be at the ship?
From the ticket, you know that it departs early morning, so the earlier, the better.
Okay, and this is after I already got up and did my routine.
That is correct.
All right, grab something quick and book it.
All right. You are making your way to the docks. As you can see, multiple workers kind of moving crates and bags and goods to and from the multiple ships that are docked along. And you notice a large, massive vessel. And overhearing some of the bar crowd of the inn that you spent in last night, you kind of got a pretty good understanding of what you're looking for. The Odalia is a massive galleon equipped with multiple different cannons with a kind of yellowish trimmed accent to the oak colored wood, which you pretty much spot immediately because it's one of the biggest ships in the harbor. So you do make your way towards that ship. As you can see that there are passengers already beginning to line up as you are now joining the line, patiently waiting to board. Jasper, you've arrived at the Haven Port Town entrance gate. As you can see, of course, people, again, going about their everyday lives, setting up vendor stalls, getting out their marketing goods. You can hear the crowds of the people, as well as a little bit of the forest ambience in the background as you've just come from it. What would you like to do?
I suppose I just get on the ship.
Quick question: are we supposed to see something on Tailspire? Sorry.
I don't
Nope,
know.
you do not. No,
Okay,
you
just
do
wanted to
not.
make
Not yet.
sure.
Oh,
You're good.
Sorry
You're
for
good.
anything.
You're good.
God has them turn on our eyes.
Besides the audio difficulty, so far it's going pretty good.
God hasn't
We'll
turned
see.
on our eyes yet. We're blind.
I already said that. Don't
I
I'll start
know,
praying.
but you were being spoken over, so I said it for you. You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
All right.
You know what?
Yes, Jasper. You said you wanted to do what?
I just go on the ship. There's no real reason for me to waste time.
All right. So, straight to it as you're making a beeline directly towards the docks, as you yourself take your place in line. Winema, you've just arrived by a small boat as you've just come from your hometown. Oh,
Oops.
Oh,
Hello.
welcome.
Fascinating.
I was
Kaboot,
worried we might not get to you in time.
kaboot, inbound.
Yes.
Um, so Winema,
We
you
want
just
the loose
arrived
may charge.
by a small boat. Um, and you have been dropped off by a family friend, Roger. And you kind of give your wave goodbye as Roger kind of sails back off in the direction that you guys came from. And now you are standing there, taking in all the sights and sounds that the dock has to offer. You kind of look around, you see a couple of small sloops in a way, and then also a few other merchant mid-sized ships. But one that drastically stands out, you can already tell that this is the ship that everybody's been talking about.
I have a question. Is there an
Yes.
empty barrel nearby?
Go ahead and make the first roll of the game and do a, let's say, investigation check, just to look in the, well, not really, perception. Let's do perception check.
I was really excited for that.
Not bad though.
16. Um, as you can kind of, as you see a couple of crates, kind of off to the side against the walls of the harbor. And you also do see about 2 barrels over there. I take it you make your way over and try and look into the barrels.
I make it because I'm not very comfortable in the water, so I was gonna go puke in a barrel. They were empty. I don't like being on ships for long time.
You make your way over to the barrel, and the first one you open up looks like it has some sort of grain in it. A kind of a sand-like texture to it. You go and open up the second crate, and that is actually filled with water and a whole bunch of live fish in there. But there's no open barrel.
Okay, then I just puke beside it. Just go. And then I start making my way to the next ship, dreading it.
As you puke beside the barrel. Okay. After you kind of get your guts out, you kind of recompose yourself with a little bit more confidence and I guess the trip up. You do go ahead and make your way over to the Odalia as you join the line with the other passengers. As you're kind of walking across the line, you can kind of see a bunch of eager, excited faces, whether it is the excitement of the voyage or maybe the excitement before the voyage, but a lot of eager faces.
I cast prestidigitation on myself, make myself a little bit cleaner as I make my way onto the line, waiting, kind of very worried as the tail slapping onto the ground in anticipation and fear.
All right. And so you join the line. Miko, you have arrived after traveling a few days away from your last hardship events that happened back in town. As you find yourself stretching and waking up in the early morning of the day, inside or in between an alleyway of 2 buildings inside the town. You can kind of hear the stalls being set up and put together. You hear signs being flipped over on the other side of the window as they're opening up for the opening up shop, as well as chatter going about like in the town square kind of area with the fountain. What would you like to do as you are last thing that you had going on was that you were waiting for Kako to arrive and follow behind.
Yes, and well, they're supposed to be waiting at the ship, so go to the ship and keep looking for them.
All right. You begin to make your way down to the docks. No sign of Kako. However, you do see the now long line of passengers lining up for a individual galleon. So you can kind of tell that it is easy to glance that that is the ship that you were looking for. And it brings us to you, Zidrith. You as well have arrived at the front entrance to the Haven port town, as you have just had quite a dramatic experience, a brush with death, as you now find yourself in a mysterious place. But you can hear the sounds of nature and the sounds of voices of people coming from down the mountainside of Havenport, as you can hear the liveliness of the town come to life. What would you like to do?
I suppose I will start making my way there.
All
Just
right.
focusing on any sights and sounds around me.
As you make your way through the town of Havenport, do me a favor, make a perception check for me.
Alrighty, my sheet up. 17.
As you're making your way through the town, you can kind of notice that there's a couple of faces that are kind of eyeing your direction. As small groups of people are kind of off to the side doing their everyday tasks, they pause mid moment as they kind of just stare at you and they look back at whoever is closest to them, almost like a murmuring in a crowd, like whispers, as you can kind of get the impression that they're almost talking about you.
This does not surprise me. People have always gawked at my appearance, so I will continue making my way in town, and I suppose start looking for the harbor that corresponds to this ticket I was given.
All right. And as you glance at the ticket, you read the words Odalia. And again, you can kind of already see that a large number of people are still lining up for this large, massive galleon, while others are kind of unloading, offloading crates that don't really look much like long sea voyage ships. So, just by instinct, you do join the line, as you all are now waiting patiently prepared to board the Odalia. A few number of people go ahead of you, Micaiah, and you are now up to give your ticket. Right, ticket, please.
Here you go. One ticket.
As he kind of he's already holding this kind of clamp as he goes to clamp down on your ticket, kind of like almost a hole punch. And he hole punches the ticket and then goes and hands it back to you. Right, up this way, as he's kind of pointing towards this A ladder. It's sort of a gradual incline of stairs that lead up to the top deck of the ship. As you begin to go ahead and what's that?
Roughly how far is that?
I would say it's about like the incline or the distance from the dock to the top deck or the ship.
The distance, like just the overall distance.
I'd say about 15 feet.
Okay, I just jump it.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
have a standing jump of up to 20 feet.
All right. As you go and tape this massive leap up onto the top deck. What the fuck? All right. Anyways, As he continues and goes through some of the other passengers, as Jasper, you are now up. Right. Ticket, please.
I'm kind of tempted to ask if I can check the ticket to make sure it wasn't beside the thing that may or may not have been bleeding in my bag way back when.
Sure. Go ahead and do a little quick perception check for me. 20. So you do notice that there's a couple of small little blood spots on the ticket, but not enough for speculation that you've killed anybody and the blood has gotten on the ticket.
Wonderful. I hand him the ticket.
Right. So he goes to hole punch it. Right. You know, you're supposed to keep the ticket clean, because if it gets destroyed, we don't do refunds, right? Just make sure you take extra care of it, okay? Don't get any spills on it. He
I
goes
have
to
a
hand it back.
question.
Yes.
Given that whatever was in the bag is bloody, is the blood still wet and fresh on the ticket?
It is not. It is
Oh,
dried out now.
That would cause some more questions.
No, no.
I specified way back when. I
The
cleaned my
ticket's dripping
bag.
wet red.
But no, you pull it out of your bag and it has fresh drops of blood on it. That's gonna raise a lot more questions.
No, it is
Ketchup.
staying blood at this point.
Yeah, in response
That's why he
to...
didn't think much of it, because that would have been a whole different conversation.
Also,
In
part of
response
why I was
to-
waiting until afterwards to ask.
In
Yeah, I'm
response
just gonna
to
go ahead
what
and
he
do this
said
drenched in
afterwards...
blood.
Oh god, no.
It's like the
response to what the guy
letters are
said.
faded. Can't even see them anymore. Nah.
Mhm.
Right, there you go. As he goes and hands the ticket back to you, giving you the advice to keep your ticket as clean and neat. That way, it's still legible.
And Jasper just kind of mumbles, "Well, I'll try. Well, I guess I'll try my best not to get attacked by another dog on my way there."
Right, and things can be nasty little beasts, aren't they?
Not really.
Next, as he just kind of gestures you forward up to the top deck.
I head up there.
Ugh, I'm so ready to be out of here. Right, here may both. Hey, you ever get that Rouse's number for last night, or Rouse's name for last night? No, not interested. Plus, we're going to be going to Celeste anyway, so what does it matter? Right, next. A couple other passengers go through. Winema, you are up to hand your ticket in. Ticket, please.
Oh, here you go, sir. Sorry.
Thanks. Huh. Ever seen nuggets around these parts? As he goes to kind of clamp down on your ticket. But welcome aboard the Odalia.
Thank you so much. I look forward to the safe journey and no crazy storms.
Our crew's well equipped, and I'm sure you'll find it as safe as you can be.
Okie dokie. And slither on up.
Next. A couple more passengers go through. Miko, you are now up. Check it back over. Hi. Hey, Sean. Look what we got here. I've heard of these things before. Aren't you, what are those things called? Chasing.
I am Amigo, yes.
You are a maker. I thought you were a fox.
But I mean, the ears do kind of look that way, yeah.
Right. Between you and me, you can be honest.
I
You guys
didn't
don't
lie.
you guys don't actually like eat babies, right? It's actually just like a myth, right?
I mean, I'm sure some of them do. I don't.
Kind of like grabs his collar a little bit, adjusting. Right.
What?
You
To each,
check it,
to each their
Rose.
own. I'm not gonna judge. Oh, right, here's the
I
ticket.
got we ain't got any babies on board, so you know.
Also, have you seen
Uh,
anyone who, and they describe both Kako and Yamada?
Typically we don't really get many of them to these ports, and they're pretty recognizable. I haven't. Hey, Tom, what about you? No, I'm too fucking wasted. Right, no, Darcy. We haven't seen anybody like that.
Okay, if you see anyone like that further in this line, tell them that Miko is already ahead of them.
Right. He just kind of gives you
Thank
like this
you.
monotone stare, like almost like he's checked out. Next. Couple more passages go through. And Zidrith, you are up. Take it, play.
Question: how tall is this man?
This man is it's a big ledger. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Shit. There we go. All right. This man stands at a whopping 6'5".
I look down at him, flare my nostrils a little, then hand him my ticket. As I
Yeah,
look
you're
down
quite
at
a
him
lot.
from 7'3".
Oh, you're quite the large fellow. You might have to duck on some of the staircases. We don't really compensate for really tall people.
I will nod my head.
What are you exactly? As he goes and kind of stamps your or hole punches your ticket.
I will just flare my nostrils again and wait to be told to go forward, not answering his question. And it's
He kinda,
very
like,
clear that I
bland-
am intentionally not answering his question.
He kind of like looks over to Tom, another individual sailor. Oh yeah, Tom, because
We
you've heard
all
the name
know
by
it's
now.
Yeah.
Tom.
I was like, everybody knows Tom.
He's got a name tag.
He does. He does. As Tom kind of looks over to the individual punching your ticket, he just shrugs his shoulders. Right. Kind of lifts his arm up, gesturing to the A ladder. Next.
Board the ship.
All right. You board the ship. So after about 5 to 10 minutes, as you all are kind of soaking in the top deck scenic view, as the ship stands at a very high end level on the water. So you can see a good chunk of the dock and also far out into the horizon. As you guys are kind of taking in the sights and serene sounds of all the murmurs and socializing that's happening on the top deck. The last few of the passengers begin to board. Do me a favor. Everybody make a perception check for me.
22.
Aha!
All right. So, Micaiah and Zidrith, you two, as you're kind of also taking in the serene sights and sounds, glance over and notice the last few passengers boarding the ship. And I'm just going to go ahead and show this to everybody.
The gods have answered our prayers. We may now see.
Well, wrong
no.
area, Joey.
What? No.
Look,
No.
look on roll 20.
So-
Hey, no. I was looking in the wrong place.
Oh, we got
Darn.
So you two see 3 individuals board. One at which is a female, and she stands about 5'9". She has this fair-colored skin and dirty orange-colored hair. You can see that she wears this long red dress that kind of has like this flower pattern design to it. as well as like this flower bow that's cinched at a waist. And you also see another individual kind of make their way from the upper deck of the ship where the helm is at down below. As you can kind of tell just based on the way he's dressed that he stands out from the other sailors that are on the ship, which you may or might not know that this might be a leader or a captain or a head person of whatever they call ship crews. Following behind her, you also see another male human that stands about 6'1", fair colored skin as well, with a dark brown colored hair and beard. He wears this added cloth armor as well as a leather shoulder guard, and he has a longsword equipped at his side. Following behind that individual is another human male. It looks roughly older than the first two. He stands at a 6'3", has a fair skin tone to him, as well as a kind of silverish gray colored slicked back hair, as he wears this long black cloth plaited tabard with a red short cloak around his shoulders and a leather belt. As this individual, who you can kind of tell is the captain at this point, based on just the dress wear and the headwear that he stands out within the sailors, that he's talking to these three individuals and kind of gesturing forward to follow him. But other than that, you all are taking in the sounds of seagulls cawing, the gentle breeze of the ocean, as well as the salty smell in the air. You can almost smell some of the different senses as far as other crates and goods that might have been loaded, as well as listening to all the socializing voices on the ship as all these individuals are kind of finding their own social clusters to not make the long 5-day journey isolated by themselves and boring. As after a few minutes, you hear an individual. Right, all hands on deck. We're going to be looking for smooth sailing, boys. So go ahead and raise the A ladder, hoist the sails, and we're getting to the port. As you can see the hustle and bustle of all the different sailors unraveling some of the rope that are tying the sails up, going over and beginning to slowly lift the two massive anchors at the front of the ship. After what seems like another few moments of what seems like controlled chaos in a way, you can gently feel the Odalia start to drift off away from the harbor.
Ace.
Yay!
I can see.
I am way in there. Oh boy.
I'm also
Yeah, you gotta
there,
zoom out just a
so-
little bit.
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
once I come back from visiting my family, I'll be able to see these things on my own because I'll have my hard drive. So I can actually, put Tailspire on my computer again.
And it's free now.
What?
Not quite.
No.
Am I
Not
allowed
quite.
To,
You-
am I allowed to move the tokens, or I must not?
I'm just doing a quick little
not-
rundown
I
of
don't
the
even.
ship.
Yeah.
You probably don't even have permissions for that.
I can move my token.
I would just need to find where I am, but I have 2 permissions technically because I need to.
Yes, thank you for also moving my token.
Oh no, I don't have control of yours.
Oh,
That would be me.
That's my
That
token.
would be
Hi.
that would be Tazzy.
No.
I believe Tazzy has control of yours.
Yeah.
Am I inside? Oh, I think I'm inside
I
somewhere.
saw a snake. I saw a snake.
Oh god, never mind. I'm not
I'm,
going
uh,
to zoom in. I'm staying outside.
Yeah, but I can. Oh,
And,
wait, someone's inside the ship. I think.
and so
Ah.
the Odalia casts off its moorings and sets forth on its voyage. The decks, adorned with a variety of eager faces, echo with the excited hum of passengers and crew members alike. As the vessel eases away from the bustling harbor, the rhythmic clatter of the anchor being raised fades into the background, replaced by the soothing sounds of the ship slicing through the calm waters. On board, the atmosphere is vibrant yet serene. The deck is a mosaic of activity as passengers find their sea legs, settling into the comfortable nooks and crannies of the ship. The crew, clad in nautical attire, moves with practiced precision, unfurling sails that billow and snap in the brisk breeze. Sunlight sort of dances across the deck, casting this warm glow on the weathered wooden planks, kind of accentuating the details of the ship's well-worn charm. The Odalia responds to the gentle guidance of the captain at the helm, turning its bow seaward as the air is alive with the melodies of seafaring tunes played by a skilled musician perched on the ship's railing, added a musical backdrop for the journey to come. The vessel's wake unfurls behind it, a frothy trail that dissipates into the light blue waters. As the ship gains momentum, the coastline gradually recedes, replaced by the expansive horizon. The Odalia becomes a moving spectacle of maritime grace, sailing into the heart of the day with a promise of adventure on the horizon.
I'm going ham. There's so much to see.
I'm on the main deck.
I'm on the main deck too. I'm in the building right here. Well,
As you all are sort of moving around the
Are
ship,
you? Are you on the main deck, Joey?
Oh wait, I thought I was. No, I'm down there. Wait, how did I get
Yeah,
down
no,
there?
you're down there.
yeah, you're
I
downstairs.
thought I was up there. I thought
No.
that was me.
No.
Okay, never mind. I'm down in the base. Apparently.
as you all are making your way around the ship, kind of getting your bearings. A quick little description for everything that you take in with the ship.
Someone's moving.
You notice that the ship has 4 large masts, each having its own plethora number of sails. It is considered a galleon just because of the massive size, as it is adorned with tons of cannons on the upper deck, tons of cannons on the mid deck. The mid deck is typically where all the passengers would socialize around meal tables, as well as your sleeping quarters for your long voyage. Based on the open access to the ship, you can kind of tell that all of the top deck is free of access to roam. All of the mid deck is, well, of course, where the passengers stay for their voyage for sleeping and food. So that is completely accessible to you guys as well. The third deck is accessible. However, the crew has said that there's nothing of interest there because that is just the crew's quarters as well as where they do the maintenance on the engine. However, if you'd like to
Wait,
experience and
Nathan,
see what a
engine?
ship mechanic does, sorry, not engine, but the rotor.
The rudder.
I was
Okay, I
about
was
to-
like,
I was
what do you
about to
mean
say,
there's an engine on this thing?
Congratulations, we are
Look,
aboard
that's an
a
engine.
ocean-faring steam vessel.
Hey, this ship got some serious mileage.
Not
Oh my
engine.
god, everyone's throughout
The
different
rotor.
parts of the ship.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
And
no.
on the very low level of the hull, it is said to be the storage hole where a lot of passengers keep their goods, which the crew moves in and out of, and they don't let anybody down there due to the privacy and protection of people's goods, and making sure that everybody has a well-secured access to their stuff. So they always keep a few crew members down there. However, again, besides being storage for the ship's needs and also the passengers' goods, there's nothing else of interest that they said. And
That-
again, you
that-
all are sort of taking in the sights of everything. So you all find yourselves in various different places of the ship. And we are going to actually go ahead and start with you, Micaiah.
I
As you find
find me
yourself,
again.
No, I need to do something else. Hold on. No, that's not right. Hold on. That's the wrong one. This is what I need. No, that's not what. What the hell is it?
for those that
Nope.
don't know, if you double click on the character token in the top left hand screen, so like Micaiah, for instance, you can see where they're at. You might have
Yeah.
to adjust the build level layer to get some of the stuff out the
Oh,
way.
I see the bird person.
It was not letting me adjust, and it still technically isn't.
I found them.
Oh, I know where they are, but I can't remove. Oh, there it goes. Joey, you know I was doing that before, right?
Oh my god, they're where all the gunpowder is.
All right.
Oh,
Wait,
So,
are you here or one up? One up. Okay.
Uh,
There we go.
all good.
You know, if
Yeah.
you like, you do the arrows, they like you go to where the token is. if
I
you-
know where they are.
Oh, I'm just okay.
hey,
I was at them earlier. I was trying to get the ship to not be everywhere.
yeah. Alright, I am here.
All right. As you have already gotten well acquainted with your living area, you know that pretty much first come, first serve as far as the sleeping cots that they provide. So you find yourself getting situated, and you're kind of also scoping out the mid level of the deck, seeing all there is to see. As far as access to the ship, as you kind of hear a voice peer in from behind you.
Okay.
So, you actually made it on the Odalia. As you turn around, you see the same individual that you remember in the dream-esque flashback down in the Toll Caverns.
Oh, okay. Yes, I made it. Oh god, I just saw the comment of ship's got horsepower. Sorry.
It's been quite some time since I've been out of that cavern. Say, you got the thing that I told you to get?
Yes. DM, are you
Pull it out.
referring to the things?
I am referring to the things. I'm referring to the
Okay, I
golden
didn't know. I
thing.
thought he gave them to me. Okay, I didn't know I had to get them. Okay. Yes, I have it.
As he kind of peers down and looks at it, tap it for me.
I tap it. And then
The
hold it out.
dial, at first, when he first glanced at it, does not seem to move. However, when you tap it, it begins to spin anti-clockwise very slowly, and then it begins to try and correct itself by spinning clockwise. But it almost seems like the uh, magnetic field is off as it begins to spin rapidly in a clockwise rotation, as it just all of a sudden comes to a instant halt, pointing, and you immediately see the direction being south. So I thought you are heading the right way. It's going to take a few days to get there. So enjoy the voyage while you can. because when you get to land, I have more instructions for you.
Okay.
Oh, and do drink my portion of mead. It's been a long time since I've had some, but nonetheless, I look forward to the day when I can again. Bye-bye now. As he kind of dissipates out of
Bye.
your field of view.
I take a quick look around. Was anyone else there while this was happening?
You saw a couple of passengers kind of passing by, but none seemed to actually take notice in your direction.
You're just crazy.
If only that were true. Then I wouldn't have so much to worry about.
What the heck? Is that like a blue rock?
Wow.
Anyway,
And
anything else? Are we
no,
switching?
you continue kind of going about, still getting your awareness on the ship. As Jasper, you find yourself on the lower hull of the ship. You don't feel comfortable unless you know every nook and cranny of the place and making sure that you have every advanced strategic knowledge that you might absorb before anything that might turn to shit or go south in a dire situation. You know exactly what you need to do, where to go. So you like to kind of scope out places prior. Thus, again, you find yourself on the lower deck of the ship as you can, before you make your approach around this support mast, you can hear two voices kind of looming from behind the wall. Right. You said they're going to be there, right? As far as I know. They said meet us at the trading post. Hope they don't fuck this up. I'm not getting nearly paid half shite as you are. Well, I'm the one that got you the job, first of all. And plus, we have more than enough people when we get there. Just a matter of time. The goods will be ours. Right. I gotta go back to entertaining these bastards. As you can start to hear the footsteps make an approach towards your direction. What would you like to do?
I would like to either move very fast and very stealthily, or hide if there is a
Joey.
spot to hide.
That was Jasper.
Oh, that was Jasper. I thought that was me. I thought you said we were keep going. I'm sorry, Jasper. I was scared. You had me high alert.
Oh, I found
Yeah, you're
Jack.
just getting hit with all this shit today. Yeah,
I'm
you're just
sorry,
taking on
Jasper.
everybody's.
I'm just super paranoid right now. Don't mind me.
I found the Jasper. You're in a corner in the middle of the ship. I was like flying around, like, where the hell is Jasper?
In a corner.
I'm
In
not.
a
I
corner.
feel like I keep interrupting your
I'm in the-
things, Taz. I'm sorry.
Continue. Sorry,
It's
my bad.
alright.
Footsteps rapidly making your approach.
Yeah.
What would you like to do,
Jasper.
Jasper?
No one else.
I guess I could either hide or feign ignorance. I guess I could try
The
to hide.
footsteps get closer and closer. What was that?
I guess I'll hide.
All right. You do notice it is split between a cargo net and a few barrels that if you do crouch down just enough, you should be out of field of view. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Got it.
Oh, so then you're very close to where Joey is.
Well, they're below.
Yeah, but still.
Yes.
Well,
I'm
in
having-
that case, you're close to them. Aren't you, like, almost directly above them?
All I have to say that I'm going ham everywhere around here, so I'm glad no one's watching me.
All right. So you begin to make your way around the support mast hiding behind the cargo net along with barrels. And let me make a perception check. Whoops, hold on.
Trying to figure out where the deer man's at.
Oh my goodness, sheets everywhere. Ah, there we go.
I'm afraid that I'm gonna clip through something that I'm not supposed to. Wait, are you sure this ship isn't horsepower? There seems some mechanical bits at the bottom of this ship.
I'm pretty sure we're in the middle of the ocean.
I'm pretty sure it'd be hard for the horses to make it run.
As he begins to walk by, and you going unnoticed makes his way back up the stairs. However, you do glance back and you can see it was the same individual that was stamping your ticket when you entered the Odalia.
Clearly he's
or
just an
boarded.
employee.
Don't tell me that Tom's involved.
Tom's involved. The unnamed NPC.
Well, I mean, he's very much named.
Very much so named.
Wait, is his name Tom?
As you can
Yeah.
still hear the sounds of another individual kind of rustling around in the barrels. Where the fuck did I put that thing? Oh, here we go. All right. Would you like to see this other individual, the second disembodied voice that you were hearing? Or would you like to continue on your way?
I already decided to be as nosy as I am. Might as well.
As you begin to creep forward along the wall of barrels, make another stealth check for me. I'm not even gonna roll. All right, you've done this a few times. You're pretty experienced with like breaking into places and that you can kind of peer around the corner as you see this individual kind of going in through the barrels, kind of shifting stuff around. As you can hear his voice, oh, I've got it. And you can see the other individual is Tom, actually, who you know is the person standing next to the person that hole punched your ticket. So both individuals that were onboarding, doing the onboarding process for the passengers, were talking about these so-called plans at a trading port. Now, as you're kind of digesting that information, you can see he begins to walk back towards the center of the ship, as well as making his way up the stairs. Zidrith, you are
now this one I need to wait for. Okay.
I was hoping someone would find him by the time I finished.
Well, you have access to find him.
I do, but it always just zooms out and I only see.
Oh yeah, he's on top of the mast. I found him.
Wait,
yeah,
it was easy once Taz got to it.
You are overwhelmed with senses as these unfamiliar places, unfamiliar people. This is drastically outside the comfortable pocket of your forest that you used to roam. So, of course, getting the best bearings of your surroundings, you find yourself at the second mast, up top in the crow's nest, kind of looking around as you can see that you are on a floating vessel in the middle of the ocean. As you're up there taking in the serene sights, you have this aching pain in the same location that you got stabbed before you were displaced, and it almost seems like a piercing kind of pain, where you would suspect that your heart would be. You kind of grip your chest in agony, um, as the pain slowly begins to dissipate and go away. What would you like to do?
Jump.
Oh my god.
Jump. Dies
Public service
immediately.
announcement.
Jump
Please
out of
don't.
the water. Jump in the water. Jump
No,
in the
no,
water.
look, it's safe.
Do a flip. Do a flip.
As long as you land in the water, you're there.
But how do you get back up?
Can't say the ship won't leave you though. Yeah, that's the fun part. You don't.
No,
Wait.
you might
I'm
jump
actually
in the
kind of
water there. You might.
Is Kobu's character a girl? Or
Oh
a
my
moose?
god.
No,
It's
They're
Character is
moose.
girl or a
unique for now.
moose.
Yeah, it's a custom. I mean, not custom. Sorry, pre-built. as
Kobu
a-
has yet
for
to
now.
make their custom token.
Oh, thank God. I was feeling like
Kobu,
that.
you are muted if you are talking.
Oh god, Kobu, why?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Argos, you're always gonna need to check out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm double checking. Usually, like, if I don't hear it, like, then I'll pick up. But seems like Zidrith is too busy in agony clenching his chest. So we are.
Did Kobu say he'll
going
be right
to-
back? I can't be on Discord at the
I
moment.
honestly
I
did
didn't
not
hear.
know if he did.
Okay.
I didn't hear him.
I've been too busy kind of wandering.
Because I know I tend to miss when he says it, but other people say they always hear it, so...
Yeah,
I
it's
did
very-
not hear them this time.
So Zidrith is clutching their chest in pain, as they
Heart
are
attack.
kind
Having
of
heart
taking
attack.
in the sights.
They will not jump today. Too much pain.
Not today.
They might fall over.
I mean, yeah.
You, after a long few days of what seemed like quick, sporadic, traumatic events, you head directly towards the passenger's lodging. You do find a cot that is open, and you just immediately collapse, as the alleyway did not provide the most comfortable sleeping arrangements. As you can kind of feel this pressure, almost like a poke on the side of your cheek, as you slowly begin to open your eyes, as you can see this little boy running from you, as soon as he notices that your eyes are opening up, behind the pillar
Oh my
of
God, they
one
were
of
in
the
the
support
groups.
rooms.
Okay, that's where they are. Oh my God, why are they clipping?
Who?
Oh, your token's laying down. It just
Yeah. No, I'm trying to zoom in on it, is all. I know where I am.
Yeah, they're not very spacious living quarters, but you know, big deal.
They're unblinking opened eyes.
It could work. It could.
Oh yeah, let me
It could
zoom
be
it all
worse.
the way
It
so that
could
the
be
stream
the,
can see what you're talking about. Actually, no, I don't think I can get that angle. Well, maybe.
No, I got the
Eh.
angle right now. I got the perfect angle.
There it is.
I would highly recommend like a top-down view. That might be a little bit easier.
Oh no, that's definitely what I was doing. I wanted to zoom in though after Scott
Oh,
said
gotcha.
that.
Oh yeah, that'd be rough. Shoot. Oh, that's when you'd hit N, use the cut box. I think that like takes away from like everything in front of the camera.
Really?
It could be worse
Oh.
sleeping conditions. It could
Huh.
be the section across from you that has the snoring halfling individual just absolutely knocked out, as you can kind of hear the snores coming from that side. But nevertheless, you see this little boy run behind this support pillow, kind of peering from behind it to see what you're going to do.
God, I didn't even see the token.
I see it.
What's that?
Oh, I was
You
looking
can
the
see
wrong
him?
direction.
Oh,
Now I see it. That doesn't help, actually.
There's like
In fact, that makes it worse.
Things.
They are going to stealthily just watch and see what they do in return. Did I just see a token move up top?
Maybe. I don't know.
I swear I saw
the player
tile
characters, I have
moved.
no control. Quite possibly. Stuff moves all the time on this ship. It's a very common occurrence.
Especially with
Some like to
people on it.
speculate that it might be haunted, you know? Nevertheless, you said you were patiently like kind of just observing.
Yeah, but trying not to make it obvious, like, they're watching me, trying not to make it so that I'm watching them.
As they kind of peer around the corner, I'm gonna make move out the way. There we go. Okay. As they are looking at you, they kind of try and stealthily as they can, kind of creep up and poke your foot and kind of giggle a little and then run back behind the support post.
Right before they actually poke the foot, Miko would just say, you know, it's rude to touch someone without permission.
The boy is a little shocked because he thought that you didn't notice him. So he quickly kind of does this like shiver like motion, like he's like surprised, and just stands there for a few seconds and then bolts away from you.
No, kid, don't. That's not in character.
And he is now out of your field of view. Now, whether you're still feeling the effects of your multiple days of travel, you either decide to rest or you feel like you've got a sufficient nap in to kind of see the rest of your surroundings, we make our way over to you, Wenama. The sea is not at all. Okay, where'd you go?
I did nothing.
gotta.
I kept myself still.
All right.
Well, to a degree.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
I was-
As you are beginning to make your way down into the mid-level hall, as the ocean is not at all a friendly ally of yours based on personal things, you can hear a melodic tune being played on one of the upper decks leading up to the helm of the ship.
Am I allowed to follow this melodic tune?
If you would like, you can.
Okay, I think I see them, but I fear what's gonna happen when I do stuff. So let's go.
As you go up to the upper level of the deck, you can hear the tune getting louder, and then suddenly a strum of the string kind of faults as the melodic tune comes to an abrupt stop. Ugh, I can't quite get it right. I can't be like this if I'm supposed to perform at the ball. I mean, they're expecting grandness, Behemoth. But here I am, fizzling away.
I like it that I saw
Well,
a kid with a
regardless, it's
shiv.
only a few days of travel on the ship, so make a perception check.
Okay, gotta make a perception check. Gotta go back to roll 20. Where is it?
Ah, there we go.
Perception. Can I roll investigation to investigate?
Sure. What are you investigating?
I'm just investigating, seeing he's playing a beautiful tune, seeing if there's ways of improvement. Now, my dad was a bard for a little bit, to my knowledge of him. Give him some like comments to improve. Oh.
So you again, of course, hearing the tune and coming to an abrupt end, hearing the little spiel, you do actually see the two individuals. You see what looks to be a human male. You can immediately tell that this is some sort of bard, as he has a lute strapped to his to his front side as you can tell that was the item that he was playing. He has these long tabard. Oh, who did I lose?
No
We
one important.
clutch.
You can see that he has a fair skin color to him. This pink rose colored hair that's kind of comes down to his shoulders. He wears this black noble attire with this gold and purple trim to the clothes. Um, you also see another individual next to him, which looks to be a human male as well. That he has a sort of more tanned skin tone to him, with short blonde hair, and you can tell that he looks like a brute fighter based on the leather armor that he is wearing. He does have a great sword strapped to his back. And with that, 17. As he glances over and notices your presence making his way towards him. Why, hello!
Oh,
You are just in luck. I've been working on a new song recently. Would you care to hear it?
I don't mind at all. I enjoy the arts.
Ah, let me. Oh, part of my. How rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. I am D. Monome.
The
Traveling
Monome!
Bard and lyrical genius is my game. And this brute over here, he's just behemoth. Anyways, so I've been working on this piece that I'm supposed to play in front of a court. And I could certainly use your opinion on it.
Well, I do enjoy the arts of music, though I'm not the best of it. But I can. My father was a very great bard, to my knowledge. He was known as the Snake Charmer.
Ah, so you must have a good ear for music then.
I try. Nope.
Go ahead and show those anyway.
Even though most of us here know what that looks like.
I just like how his face looks like he's absolutely terrified, and the other one looks like he's constipated.
All right. Let me see his bonuses.
Oh my god, it is the
Yep,
art of the
okay, I
Monome.
can
Where
tell
that,
you.
Yeah.
so that's where you went.
No.
Oh, and yes, that is a +2 on top, so at 8. Oh wait, hold on. It's been so long.
It's been so long, my friend.
So long.
What happened?
11. Okay,
Oh,
here
wow.
goes.
Yeah.
So he sort of begins to play the lute, and it's not the best that you've heard. You've certainly heard better, but it's decent enough. You assume, sort of in a speculation, that because he did mention that it is a new song, he's still trying to work out the notes of it. So, what did you think?
Am I allowed to, dare I say, roll an investigation of ways to improve his song or music by
Tips
taking
and
my time to
advice.
think in tips and advice, though listening it's a brand new performance?
I will. Let me see. What kind of role would that be? Let's go ahead and make that
I would
a.
say investigation it wouldn't be persuasion. I would go with investigation or
Are you
insight.
looking for? I will say this. Are you looking to adjust or to give advice on the tune or the actual way he is playing it?
The ways of to improve his song that he's writing. So I guess that is his a way how he's playing it.
So the tune itself.
Yeah, the tune itself.
Okay, then go ahead and make a perception check for listening. 17. You can hear that some of the notes are a little off bar, and that you have heard your father play numerous amounts of times. And so if you would like to, you could recommend a couple of different minors to use to adjust for the more melodic tone of the song.
Excuse me, sir, Bard, Damano, may I see your lute really quick? I think some adjustments might be needed really quickly, and I think some little minor changes would do to make it sound really amazing.
He kind of glances over to the person that's accompanying him. Imagine this, behemoth. I'm getting honored with a song for myself. You going to play for me, dear?
Just tuning. I'm not the best at playing the musics, but
My, as he kind of undoes the shoulder strap to go ahead and hand you the lute. Not too often that people play for me. I'm honored. So, let's hear what could improve with my song.
yeah, okay. Now I have a question with the high perception and all that stuff, and I'm gonna take the time to tune it. Am I allowed to investigate the instrument, then roll performance with advantage on the next roll?
I'm sorry, repeat that one more time.
I would like to roll investigation on the lute to make some like the minor adjustments to the sound quality. Then
Okay, so adjusting the strings.
then I will roll performance.
Sure, go ahead. 14. Okay. You go to adjust the C string and the A string just a bit.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of sit there. I kind of like do this few little. Well, I'm not the best at it, but I'll definitely give it the college try, as my dad says. Um, let's see here. I'll roll. Do I get advantage or just a straight roll for performance?
I will just say a straight roll. 12. All right. Same melodic tone. However, definitely slightly improved on the already tone that he had going. Um, my, that's what it sounds like. Huh. I wonder, you know what? During this voyage, why don't you help me finish it? What do you say?
I don't mind at all. We can all, though I would say, we can also try some different types of dance movement. Try to go with the flowing of it quite well.
Oh, dance move. Oh, that gives me a bright idea. We should host a performance on the Odalia. What better way than in the night? Well, not tonight. Maybe a little tired from my trip. But what about tomorrow night? We could do that.
Yeah, definitely. I will. She kind of like. I also have some magic performance that she does, like some like quick little magic stuff with her hands to make it look spectacular. Guess we'll be using
Ooh, bravo, bravo. Well, I still have to go get unpacked. That's why I brought this brute with me. Uh, I carry your shit around all the time anyways. Of course, and I love you all the more for it. Anyways, sorry, my dear, for my sudden departure, but I must find a cart soon before all the good ones get taken up.
understandable.
As he gives a courteous bow to you.
She also gives a courteous bow to her as well.
And he begins to walk off towards the middeck, accompanied by the other individual.
Which I guess means, is someone back yet?
Well, this was that was a nice performance there.
Hey,
Good gracious.
Oh my
I've been
gosh,
trying to
he's
talk
alive.
for.
Your turn was so earlier.
I've been talking for like the last 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was there. I was
Oh,
like, this was
at least you
long
weren't
time
here
there, man.
during your turn.
Yes, at least during my turn, I am actually here.
Yes, because we did ask about
Okay, so you
you.
didn't hear it.
I had to step away to deal with pet issues.
Sounds about right.
Gotcha. All right, so minor heart attack, spiel, got all that.
Yeah, minor heart attack is accurate. I heard something break.
Oh, both in and out of character. I see.
Oh, okay. Wow. I'm glad I can help equate to the feeling of
I'm
realness.
definitely in tune with my character.
You're really into this, Kobe.
Man, it's like you were born for this. All right. As you all kind of have your own little moments, you can kind of hear individual sailors say, "All hands on deck! All hands on deck! All hands on deck!" on multiple layers. "Meet up on the top deck. First mate Jonah has instructions for you." As the shouts are going across and echoing off the walls of the ship, that way everybody is notified that there is going to be a quick speech given to by first mate Jonah. As everyone begins to kind of crowd the stairways, making their way to the top deck of the ship, out in the open area where it's sort of like a grate where you can see down below into the mid-level of the deck, as everybody's kind of gathering around.
We need to move ourselves, or are you going to move us?
You do not. You
Okay.
can. Well, sorry. If you want, you can move yourselves.
I
But
don't know
since
the way
hit shift and click, and then drag the cursor up for the build, and then just drop it on top. However, since we're not doing a lot of the cinematic action, I'm just playing it as theater of the mind, just to make it a little bit easier as far as technicality.
Get, move.
I have a question. Is
I have an
his,
answer.
Oh. Nope.
was it,
That ain't right.
his name was Vice Captain?
Well, let's.
First
Vice,
mate.
First mate?
First mate Jonah.
First mate Jonah. Is his speech about safety when spotting a whale?
I did go down.
Oh, good
That
gracious.
could be.
You know what? Hold on.
It was
Let's,
not mentioned in the shout, just that there is a speech about to be given.
There we go.
I know, but I just figured why not? Sailor named Jonah. Gotta
Oh,
make the pun.
You said
Oh,
shift?
I see what you did there. All right.
Yes.
Shift, left click.
Shift left.
Oh.
I like it. You could definitely bring that up though. Like that is a good fact.
I don't.
How did it move? What?
I don't think I really know what a whale is. In character.
Yeah, considering that all your life has really been
Ah.
desert, it's a very drastic change of
Exactly stuff. Next up.
biome.
Nope, a little higher.
All right. So as multiple people begin to crowd the top deck of the ship, you can see an individual. Boop,
There we go. That's right.
kind of stand on top of this crate as he goes to give this speech. Right, settle down. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed passengers of the majestic Odalia, welcome aboard. I am First Mate Jonah, and it is my distinct honor to stand before you as we embark on this thrilling 5-day voyage. So, our ship is not merely a vessel. It's a floating haven of adventure, relaxation, and camaraderie. So, let's set sail into the vast unknown with excitement in our hearts and the spirit of exploration. But first, there's a few things that I need to go over along the longevity of your stay on the ship. First and foremost, your safety is our top priority. Our dedicated crew is well equipped to ensure a smooth and secure voyage. We have state-of-the-art safety measures in place. We do have lifeboats at the ready, as well as a bunch of these old head seasoned team members, keeping a watchful eye over every aspect, making sure that you're in capable hands. Now, on to the exciting part. We have set a plethora number of activities that are waiting for you. Whether you're an avid adventurer or a laid-back lounger, we have something for everyone on this ship. So we've curated for all these different types of experiences. So we hope that you don't miss out on any of these opportunities during the voyage. That way you can make your trip unforgettable. Now, let's talk about the culinary. Ooh, my favorite part. Our Chef Kale has crafted a menu that will cover the longevity of your stay. Your ticket includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So if anybody asks you for coin, let me or the captain himself know. We would be happy to settle that out because your voyage is as important to us that we delivered expert standard service. So, again, the entire longevity of your stay, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is covered. Our dining venues are not just places to eat, however, they are venues for socializing, meeting other passengers, savoring exquisite dishes, and just overall enjoying the company of your fellow passengers, your fellow travelers. So, um, in conclusion, this voyage is not just a journey from one port to the next. We want to immerse you in the experience that will leave behind an invaluable mark on your heart to make sure that you know whenever you have means to, whether you're going back home to Eos or making your way back to Talos, that you think of us dearly and consider us for your next voyage. So, buckle up for adventure and savor every moment of tranquility and relish in the joy that we have set forth for you. So, on behalf of the entire crew, I wish you a magnificent 5-day voyage filled with nothing but joy, laughter, and unforgettable memories. Thank you, and may the sea breeze guide us on this incredible voyage together. If you guys have any questions, please do feel free to ask. I will be here. However, if you are finding your ship stay comfortable, I greatly appreciate any kind of feedback that we might have to better your trip. Well, that is all. Thank you. As you can see, the crowd's kind of murmuring to each other and dissipating, all in different directions. Some going to the front bow of the ship, some going back to the stern. You can see sailors kind of going back to work, whether it's doing minor repairs or moving crates around here and there, or even tightening up the ropes for some of the sails. Some individuals make their way back down to the little mess hall outside the little cots for where they stay at. As Jonah kind of sits there and looking at a compass and a piece of parchment in his hand, just like he mentioned, waiting if anybody had any questions.
I will sheepishly raise a hand.
Yes, you.
Oh, so is there going to be like type of like performances of entertainment and stuff like that on it? Is this like a sheet of paper that you'll be passing out for fun events and such? Or
You actually beat me to the punchline before I could get to it. Yes, we do have a bunch of activities planned and as well as entertainment for you all. I was going to come at a later time, but since you've already brought it up, if you'd like to participate in some of these activities, I would need you to sign this piece of parchment just to make sure that we can gauge who wants to be included and who wants to be left alone.
I'll sign some of this. Is there gambling on the ship?
Though we don't completely highlight it, you can if you'd want. I mean, it's free reign. You're free to do whatever you'd want. We just hope that you enjoy your voyage.
I guess I gotta go find that Damano May fellow with the sheet of paper.
All right. As you make your way off, does anybody else want to do anything?
Well, I'm not leaving yet. I just got the sheet. I see a lot of colorful.
Oh, okay. I take it you're going to sign your name onto the sheet?
Yeah, I'll sign my name onto the sheet. Amano May said he was interested in this as well, right?
He said that he'd be interested in entertainment. Yes.
So I'll sign. I don't want to sign his name on it, but I'll bring that up to him when I have the chance when I see him again. But I see other people here.
Okay. All right.
Wait for someone else's turn.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Public one.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Not a public one.
Ah, gotcha. It was so quick. I couldn't even hear it.
Yeah, I don't have one either. I'm more just concerned about the individual that's just, laying on the deck.
I was gonna laugh.
I don't remember how you grab the token and spin them around.
Just had to read.
All right. After what seems like a few minutes of waiting around, he kind of makes his way off towards the captain quarters, and we are at a point where we're going to take a quick 5-minute break.
Okay.
I need to use the restroom,
All right.
so I should be back.
Should be.
Okay.
Well, it looks
Should
like
be.
somebody's about to get speared through the head.
No, it's fine.
I had to get myself reused to all of these freaking controls.
I don't remember how I
I'm
was
still
like
technically
going.
not used to it.
I was going everywhere. I'm not gonna lie. Good thing no one was seeing what I was doing. I was having so much fun.
No, good thing you
Oh,
found
I
out the
can
thing.
see you zooming around the map.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good thing
watching
almost all of us saw us. Saw you.
Yeah, I was periodically switching between streams, and the fact that I can actually have all three up if I had more faith in my internet connection.
I don't remember how you hit all. I remember there was a command that allows you to spin stuff around.
Yes. You're doing it currently.
You mean, yeah, I was gonna say it like that.
No, you grab it. Oh, there
Like
you
that.
Yeah, I was
What
like,
you
Scott,
what
did
you've
it,
done
5
twice
times.
already.
go. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yay! I was trying to figure out how I did it again. No,
At least you
if
have
I
fun with your token.
If I remember, grab this. Wee.
No.
What was the one that makes you go up in the air?
You did that earlier too.
Huh?
Okay, that's a bad sign.
I almost sent myself into the ocean.
No, yeah, you can do that.
I guess someone is jumping.
It's just not the Moose Man.
Yeah, well, the Moose Man would survive.
Yeah. Well,
Swim.
Well, it
I-
depends on how close they land to near the ship.
Well, I hope we get a chance to interact.
I mean, to be fair, I do have a
swim speed.
swim speed of 40 feet, so
I will
Nice.
drown.
I am zoomy.
Are you talking
I'm
about
just
swim speeds now?
again the force of the water being pulled as the ship is going forward.
Yeah.
Well,
There.
don't fight it. Let it happen.
No,
No.
especially if you're a
No.
barnacle.
This isn't a riptide. You don't go along with that one.
When three
Yeah.
people say no at once,
Fight
that's
it.
how you know it's bad.
It's a form of punishment called keel hauling.
Uh-huh.
I'm well aware, but that's why I said let it happen.
No,
Only to certain people.
what did the Moose Man do to deserve that?
I wasn't saying for him.
Say for him.
He's
I
done
just said-
nothing.
Well, we were talking about him in the water.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
mean,
why
I was saying I want that to happen to him. I just wanted him to jump for some reason.
I mean, they were up high.
Yeah,
They were
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you
No
gotta
more
read-
reason needed.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back, God.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Language mode.
Oh, Elvis?
Johnny Barlow?
I love just looking at the scene. We have one person taking a nap on deck. Meanwhile, the Lamia is watching somebody about to get speared through the head.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of people come well equipped on this ship. But yeah, no, you just work with what you got.
Yes.
Yeah, there's it's a lot of people on the ship.
There
A
is.
good number.
It's a quite sizable number at that. That's why.
Apparently we're on
That's
the
why
luxury
I
cruise.
brought up the 2 week situation because I'm like on top of the world building and like the
Mhm.
token creating. I'm like, holy crap! But I mean, this is like kind of like a one of its kind sort of thing.
Yeah.
Besides, like maybe going to towns and cities,
The
like
big
being
maps.
like
Alright.
this is definitely like proving how capable I am technically, or as far as technicality goes, as far as like being in a big condensed area with a lot of people.
I genuinely feel bad for any pirates that get the bright idea of, ooh, let's go rob the new fancy ship. As it has more, we have more cannons than they have crew on one
Well,
side.
see,
There are
that's why the pirates did the smart thing and boarded beforehand.
Yeah.
Wait, are we?
Um,
I
We
just-
are the pirates. Yeah.
I don't think we are going to have the
Meaning-
capabilities of taking over a whole ship as level 1.
God,
No, we're not. There. No, we're.
What's that?
But we're making a joke.
Didn't you know everyone else in this ship is a level 0 commoner?
I'm more confused if this person's real or
Like,
not.
we're the commoners.
Which
What do you
person?
mean?
The person that is.
Can't take a reaction
How
to
do
that
you
at-
ping stuff in this game? Can
You don't.
That's the cool part. You know.
Yeah, I was say only
However,
yeah,
I have this little fancy light.
I mean, technically you can with what you're doing right now, Scott, if that is you.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh yeah, actually that is very true.
Yes,
how do
you can use that basically as a ping, but
Yes, the person is there.
How does this work? What does this do?
I do
That-
enjoy the fact that we are basically a
That is the
pleasure
sphere.
cruise.
Yeah, but how do you make it bigger?
Click!
Click and drag.
I can't.
What'd you say, Kobo?
Then don't.
But I love the fact that we are basically a pleasure cruise that is just armed to the freaking teeth.
Right click to get rid of it, by the way.
Well, yeah. That's
We're a
what you have to do.
pleasure cruise ship with mounted anti-air cannons.
Yum, yum, yum.
Well, that's what you have to do when it's
Like
back in those days when pirates were very
Indeed.
much a thing.
But yeah, just like
Yeah.
one glance at the, cannon covers on the sides and is like, so,
Oh,
you want to play
Yes.
a game?
did the most man
like,
just
fuck
jump?
around and find out.
No, the Moose Man did not jump.
I just saw a moose man drop in front of me and fly into the air.
You just realized how tall my Ninja token is.
Has he?
I'm pretty. I
Alright.
didn't touch your character. You're right
So
here.
after
No, it should
a
be fake because
little-
that's me that Tazzy's
Wait,
bouncing right now.
Wait, are
God
we
is
starting
speaking.
now?
Yes, God is speaking.
after a little bit of time goes by, as you all are kind of split off in whatever directions you decide to go, Jonah does come around and mention that there's going to be all sorts of different forms of activities and entertainment on the ship. If you'd like to take part in it, you can just sign the parchment paper and quill that he hands over to you. It is optional, however. I just need a quick list of who is all going to be attending.
I will ask a question. Is the Monome willing to do it?
I will say that because you did mention it before we took the break that you did want to inform the Manome that he was eager to sign up as he is looking forward to not having a boring voyage.
Then I will also sign up on the thing as well.
Does it say what the activities are?
They do not. And if you did ask that question, he would give you the response, and he doesn't want to spoil some of the surprises. Besides little get-togethers, and also a form of performance that will be happening on one of the nights on the ship.
Wilma will
But
sign
mostly
up
to
for all the-
surprise.
I will sign up all the events. It's good to experience new things.
Oh well.
What does how does the
Yes,
paper
jump
look?
yourself.
Like physically, or like who's already like signed up.
Don't
Like
listen to me.
it doesn't look like does it look like how is it like written? Is it I am being paranoid right now, okay?
It's written in deep speak.
I
God.
feel like I'm signing something I shouldn't.
Scott,
yeah,
why?
you're signing your life away.
Who was
A
just
little
thrown
fine
overboard?
print.
Scott did
You're,
it to
telling
himself.
yourself. What happened?
Someone's in the
Oh, yeah.
ocean.
So
Yeah,
you
that's in the Yes.
You look at the text, and you can make a perception check real quick.
Can I make an investigation check?
Don't listen to me.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm back.
Investigation.
There it is.
What did I get?
I'm crying.
What did I do? 17? Double 17s?
All right. You notice on the parchment, the very first individual's ink has already kind of dried out by a person that goes by the name of Winema. However, as far as like anything out of the ordinary, of the piece of parchment, as far as like maybe catch 22 small bit of text, there is nothing up there besides the fact it has in large font, fun activities.
Okay, I'm just overreacting. I guess I'll sign it. I need to relax.
Great. We look forward to having you participate. And who else would like to sign the piece of paper?
First, Miko would like to just see what names are written if they can.
Okay. So you see, you don't see as many people as you've seen on the ship. You don't see as many names written on the piece of paper. However, at a quick glance, you do notice about 5, 6 names. You notice one being called Winema, one being called Micaiah, another being called Dimano May, another individual that goes by Elisa Hindegrass, and another individual that goes by Fenton Davinger.
Okay, well, if they're doing what I'm doing, Miko will sign it.
All right.
That could be interesting.
So you sign your name.
They do sign
right.
Miko.
Zidrith, do you decide to sign and participate?
Zidrith will contemplate for a moment before signing his name on the paper. He's
right.
not sure what these activities entail, but it has piqued his curiosity.
Well, if digital is correct, we're going into the death games.
The Hunger Games.
I just like it that
At
I
the-
see a miniature little devil over here.
All right. And Jasper, what about you?
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of surprises.
Surprise!
I promise that it is not as bad as you might think it is. Though, if you'd wish it, you can simply observe. There's no harm or foul in that. Just try to not intrude once we actually get started, because it might ruin the version for the others. Again, completely optional, though.
I guess I'll sign.
All right, then. So he goes around and asks a few more of the other patrons or passengers as the day continues to kind of fade, as the sun begins to slowly lower on the horizon, just giving this warm, hearty feel to the atmosphere, as it is now about dinner time. Why do you not want to pop up?
I never thought I would see a spiritual fox here.
Oh, there we go.
A dead one.
Why do I feel like my token is a lot smaller than the others?
It is.
Oh my god,
What?
it turned
Yes,
dark.
it turned nighttime because there's a day-night cycle.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
as
crap.
God said, it's night.
I love
I'm
that.
God said,
Guess
let
why
me-
I'm so tiny.
I enabled the torch.
All right.
Tempting.
Again, it is now about dinner time for those who wish to enjoy a nice uh, late night meal. And as you already know, based on your observations around the ship, that the meal hall is less of a hall and more of two wooden benches put together where people are socializing and eating at. However, the rest of the ship is still open to explore for you all.
Well, might as well interact with the other patrons.
If you zoom out and look at where you are, because you're lit up, you look like a campfire.
You really do.
Well, I activated torch
I know,
mode,
that's
so
that's why it said.
I'll turn it off.
No, I wasn't saying a bad thing.
Okay,
I'm just saying, look at it, it's neat.
I know, it's cool. Well, I guess I'll interact with the people that are in front of me, if they're actually here.
Well, I can't speak for
They
Joey.
are.
What?
Nobody is currently on top deck. Everybody is kind of below deck.
Oh, okay, I guess we're not here.
We're just doing more theater of the mind stuff, so
Yeah. I still have to adjust for changes manually.
Yeah.
So go ahead and figure all out what you all want to do or explore or see. And then while I am kind of getting everything worked out, we will continue.
I'm curious about the person with 3 tails.
Yeah, they would be on deck, except not quite where they are. They'd be a little closer to... Okay, never mind, walk it through. They'd be closer to, like, over here.
I'm gonna go talk to the person with 3 tails.
God, I am so tiny.
Excuse me.
Hold on, before that, I just need to ask Joey one question. Where would you be? Because I need to move you.
I guess I'll be at the dining hall.
All right. Hope that's
Send
not
him
right.
to the dining hall.
Work with me, Token.
Ezzy, do you mind throwing me there as well?
Gotcha.
Thank you.
This is the area, right? I'm not
Send
crazy.
me to the shadow realm.
Yeah.
What's that?
No, this doesn't feel right, but it's
Trying to
fine
figure out where
now.
the dining hall is on the boat.
I have no idea, but I put Joey somewhere I thought it was.
Like I mentioned, it's less of a dining hall and more of a of two wooden tables that are just kind of like joined side by side. It's right outside where the cots are, and I can actually illuminate it here. It may be easier
up or
for you
down?
guys. Should be mid deck, so one down
Okay.
from the top deck. Do-do-do-do-do.
A little bit of an angle change. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I see someone went unconscious for a second.
As I think with mine, you just have to adjust elevation down.
What's side, Joey?
Yeah, you're right next to him.
Actually, with me selected,
Yeah. You're right there.
yeah, that's control. Let's control and mouse to be able to drag me up and down, which should get you down a layer.
But why do you need to go down?
Oh.
Okay.
I thought it was down one layer, like down below the top
Down
deck.
one from the top.
Okay, I get it now.
Yes. You two are where you need to be. But now that that little sidetrack is out of the way, there's a snake that's trying to talk.
Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting.
Oh, if God says so.
God says so, unless something else interrupts me. Well, hello, there?
What?
Hello.
Oh. Hi.
Oh yeah, by the way, she does like use like fire in her hand, like fireball to keep her so she could see in the dark.
Yeah, don't burn the ship down if you can help it.
Oh, I'm very well controlling of my magic. I'm not a wild sorcerer.
You never know.
Well, are you a creature of spirits of some kind? It's not every day I see a person with 3 tails before.
I am of the spiritual, yes. Am I a spirit? No, I am alive.
Well, I assume so. You look alive as she kind of like tilts her head. It's not every day I see a creature of spirits.
It's not every day I see you.
That is quite very true. Well, so what brings you onto this ship?
Uh, it's simply a friend of mine gave me a ticket.
Oh, I see. Is your friend on this ship as well?
Not that I can see, but I don't know, maybe just haven't run into him.
No? And there's a lot of opportunities that are going to happen very fun tonight. I was just excited to meet someone new. I was more afraid that you were like a lost soul that's haunting this ship, God forbid.
No, but I can if you want.
Well, I do not wish for your demise.
Well, that settles that then.
Yeah, but you are strange as she kind of like looks at him. Well, it's not every day I see that. What are you per se?
What am I? Is that your question?
Yes.
I am a Miko.
What is a Miko? As she kind of like pulls out her book.
Okay, I have to do this whole spiel here, don't I? Great. Well, no, fine. Whatever. I am the one who says the words of the true God.
Oh, Miko's your name, not your race.
Well, it's also my role.
What does Miko stand for?
Miko.
Hmm.
Miko. It's not an acronym. It's a
So
word
you're
and name.
so you're a cleric.
Uh, sure.
No, ain't that interesting? She kind of like closes her book. Just nice to meet you. My name is Winema.
Likewise. I
What?
think.
Well, it's always a pleasure. She gives like a kind of like a faint smile. It's always good to meet new and interesting things on this long voyage for the next 5 days that we're with.
Yeah, it is gonna be a long 5 days, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. But fun activities are fun activities.
If they're fun.
Well, you never know.
Precisely.
But I think that is all I have to ask of you. I was just curious. She gotta like extinguish the fire.
Okay.
But by all means, I hope we get a chance to interact some more.
We'll see. Who knows what the world has in store for people like us.
And dare I say, would it be fated or random chance? You never know these days. As I was well, I was also guided by a friend as well.
Right then.
That is the end of my turn because I don't see anyone else here. I guess I would try to like slither out to the bunks.
You say you don't see anyone else here.
Well, I mean, I don't see where Jasper's at. Oh, Jasper's over there. Oh, 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 my bad. I'll head over here.
Just eavesdropping the whole conversation.
They were right on my screen. I was like, you don't see them.
No, I didn't see them at all.
Just seeing you still laying down, running over your sword.
God, that was great.
I don't think you're a fox anymore. I think you're a fish, just with hair.
Me?
Yes.
Why am I a fish?
You refuse to stand up.
What? I am standing.
For me, you're laying.
Oh, am I still laying down for you?
You've been laying down for the past 2 minutes.
Okay, let me see if I can... Did that fix it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, now what? Wilma's laying now. I think it might just be something on my end.
Because I am very much standing.
Oh, yeah. It's laying for me. Oh well.
Well, hello. Brings you out on this lovely night. I know you get back here. Get back here. Stargazing.
Was there anything else that you all wanted to do?
I was talking to Tassie's character.
Oh, sorry.
Stargazing?
So.
Hmm?
I suppose I am.
No?
As you're looking up, make a perception check for me.
Is that everyone up here?
Everyone that's looking at the stars.
I am.
Well, I guess if it's pointed
All
out.
right, I guess. All right.
I don't think those are stars.
It's the sky. Oh, God.
Miko can read.
You know what?
fate.
This makes sense.
So you're so
crap.
captivated with seeing the bright stars with little to no light pollution. So they are shining extra bright in the middle of the nightly calm waters. But Miko, when you look up, you see two large figures, kind of like almost like they're swimming in the sky. I need you to make a history check for me.
Let's see how it goes. Oh, not bad.
All right. Being alive for as long as you have heard and possibly seen one before, but not as clear as it is on this night. You see two large sky whales kind of sifting into through the air, making their way south along with you. As they are too far, so you can't hear any direct sounds coming from them. However, they are quite spectacular.
Now that is something I haven't seen in quite a while. And it might just be a good omen. Okay.
Nope. Probably not.
Oh, I'm back. That was weird. Oh, I'm back again. All right.
You are back,
to
you're
business,
right.
as it said.
You are right.
All right, now there we go. All right. You guys still talking? Or
Yes.
what
Well,
else did
maybe
you want
I
to
don't
do?
Oh,
Well, beautiful night it is. Did you notice anything interesting?
Oh, it's not every day that you see sky whales up there.
what?
A sky whale.
A sky what?
Whale. You know, like the things you would normally see in the ocean,
Huh.
but in the sky. That's why they're called sky whales. You know, typically they're a good omen if you believe.
I believe it is a good omen indeed.
I love how it's said multiple times, but still the reaction is still sky what?
Yeah, it's like
The brain trust.
Yeah, like,
I remember that one show.
They know what the sky is. They have no idea what a whale is.
I imagine that one time in that movie when there was like a flying whale in the sky. The guy's like, "Why is there a whale flying in the sky? Why is there a whale flying in the sky?" And then it lands down on the ground, exploding into guts.
I know what a sky is. I know what a whale. But when you put them together, what does that mean?
I don't think if it's in the sky, I don't think it's a whale.
I mean, I don't know about in terms of their body and what they're made of, but it's what they're named.
Can I roll history on the sky whale?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm not doing well tonight.
You got some good rolls.
Yeah. Sky whales. Sure.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
a whale?
Yeah, sure. A whale in
I
the
know what a
sky.
whale
Yeah,
is.
right.
Whale sky? Sky whale. Okay. That's interesting. But you've never heard of that before.
No, I have not. But at least we know that at least if it's a good omen, is it better than a bad omen?
How do you know if it's a good one if you've most likely never seen one before?
I don't know.
I mean, I know because I've seen one. Not recently, though.
Ah, so the things that were in the sky weren't sky whales if you haven't seen one recently.
Right, they are. Recent is before now.
Do you wish to point out the sky whales?
Nah!
I'm just gonna assume that you're crazy.
Because when you glance back up, you notice you do not see them anymore.
They never existed at all.
Miko's
Well-
fine being the only one to see them.
I think dinner is available. I think we all should head down there and grab something to eat.
You know, I'm pretty sure it's up.
As it is quite literally up a flight of stairs.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can go down if you want. Stop you.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was downstairs because I see the meal table downstairs, but
There's a lot of table.
there's
Wait,
a lot of tables
You
here.
can eat there if you want, but it's not where the food is.
Well, I'd rather eat with everyone. So where the food is. So let's make our way over there. Whee!
And so they leave as quickly as they float. Wow, they did not go as far as they wanted.
Oh, you know what? I know what it is. You might not have been down to the build length when I was like doing the highlight of the table. That might have been it. You might have been on the layer above.
Mm.
It is on the mid deck, so like you guys are on the top deck. If you do go one flight down, where all the other cots are, you can
Oh.
see a group of individuals. Actually, you might not because I forgot perspective. But there is a long eating table that they call like the little mess hall.
Also, it's not where the two people ended up being.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You needed to go down a layer.
No, they're fine. That's where the food is now. It's where those two are eating.
Give me a second. I'm grabbing my token and get in there.
All right. Micaiah, do you have anything that you wanted to do while they're going down to grab some grub?
Is Kopu's character still up here?
They are next to you.
Yeah, I'm in the
Yeah.
mess hall near you.
They're at the two
Okay.
benches, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
I will walk up to you because I have a question for
Wait,
you.
where did I go? Oh, I clipped. Oh, that's
So you
why.
see the third person walk up to you.
Oh,
Hello?
I will look at you and just lift an eyebrow, just trying to figure out who you are and why you've just walked up to me.
I have a question for you.
What is your
I-
question?
So you see how I'm related to some type of bird, yes?
Yes.
Feathers and everything. Are you related to a camel?
No.
Because I've never seen one with horns before.
I am an elk. Give
You're
me
saying
one,
elk?
please.
Give me a second here. Elk? Elk or moose?
Oh, I just realized this door's locked. Huh.
Sorry
we
about
do
that.
that around
Every
here.
time I started talking, my cat started meowing as if trying to talk over me.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, where?
What's going on with my token?
You're cutting in and out.
Was
We
I
call it
cutting
the
in and out when I was trying to talk?
A little bit.
I see. Discord turned noise suppression on.
Meow.
Child,
We have a cat on
cease.
the
I am trying to talk
moose-
here.
The moose man has gained a companion.
We call him Whiskers.
We call him the mighty
Yeah.
oak.
I know I should not have the torch
Judith
on.
said
but it
he's an
does help.
elk.
It does help with this like dark.
I have never seen that. I've never seen that before. Okay, just curious.
Creatures of the forest.
So I'm one of the desert, so
Then that would explain why you have not seen one of my kind.
yes. The closest thing you looked like was a camel, so that's why I was curious.
I see.
Just
Well,
a
I
shaggy
certainly did
camel
not
with
expect
horns.
to meet one of the desert
A
folk
camel?
here.
Yeah, well,
You
they're
are
not my
quite
first
a
choice, but
ways
here
from
I am.
home, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Wanted to explore, but
It seems we have
anyway,
similar motives.
thank you for stating.
Farewell.
Good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Bye.
Dear cat, I
I'm
love
good
you,
now.
but you are not going to lay on my head. He is being a menace.
But an adorable one.
Oh, absolutely, but still an absolute menace. Laying your head on my shoulder and purring will not make you less of a menace.
All right. For those that have made their way down to the socializing and meal table, you can see an older gentleman come out. He still has his sailor attire on, but he has his sleeves sort of cuffed up a bit, almost like the style of a chef. As he walks out with a couple of pieces of paper in his hand, as you three go to sit down. Right then. So, I'm Cal. I'm sure Jonah has already mentioned me in his little woo-ha speech of his. But if you are looking to enjoy a nice drink and meal, I am your guy. So here you go. And I'm gonna pass that out to everybody. So just let me know what you like, and I'll go ahead and whip it up for you.
Oh, there's prints. Oh, it's like the lightest of gray.
Oh,
Do you
right.
not have dark mode turned on?
No.
With dark
Oh,
mode
no.
turned on, it's white on a black background, so it's actually easily visible.
I just had to highlight
Yeah,
it.
sorry. I use dark mode.
I
It's
use
fine.
dark mode. I just switched to dark mode so I can read it. So, do we have to pay for this food?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry. Ignore the currency. We actually stole this off a tavern we went back to back in Havenport. They had a lot of good specialty items I'd like to try out, but it is the same menu, unfortunately. There will be a different one tomorrow, however. Again, your stay is completely complimentary as far as food, as breakfast, lunch, and dinner is concerned. So, again, just tell me the drink and the food that you'd like, and I'd go ahead and whip it up for you.
Oh my god, there's so much liquor.
Indeed.
Well, it came from a tavern.
Yeah, but, like the top like 2/3 of the menu is just the drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, they have rabbit. Black and rabbit. I thought there would be thieves too here.
Right. I'll say for the time consumption, that you do go ahead and place your orders after time.
Mhm.
And it is cooked amazingly well, especially coming from an individual that does not seem like the ideal spot for a good meal, as in terms of location wise. Being out in the middle of the sea on a ship does not seem like the ideal spot for good food, but however, it is actually better than you expected it to be. So no DC Constitution saving rolls tonight, at least. Um, over the course of the night, the chatter begins to kind of slowly die out as passengers are finding their cots for the night and resting up. You all, over the period of time, either talk, share, a good food for thought as you all, again, or as you all as well, kind of feel yourselves getting tired. Um, the Odalia sifts with the waves, so it has this soothing, rocking motion for the cots to go back and forth in, almost like a baby getting rocked to sleep. For some, it knocks you out pretty instantly, depending on who you are, and others, it takes a little bit to ease into feeling like you are comfortable enough to sleep, especially being in a new environment such as this. Over the course of the night, all is well, all is quiet, as nothing of interest really decides to take place over the first night. And slowly, after a few hours' rest, the sun begins to creep back over the horizon, casting a warm glaze over the deck of the ship. The sun now perched up, about 45 degrees up, so it's still early morning. As you all here, so who by chance is an early bird who wakes up early in the morning?
Nico.
Or
Zidra
those
is
who
wake up
definitely an early riser.
I
All right.
have to get up
Been
and get
early.
through my morning ritual.
Okay. Who else? Okay.
Zidra is
Everybody else is
definitely
still
off for
asleep.
this hour.
Okay. So
Me too.
Zidrith and okay, so Jasper, Zidrith, and you said Micaiah, you're up doing your
I'm also
local
early,
your
right?
morning routine.
It sounds
Yep.
like everybody's
Yeah.
an early riser.
All right.
It's like everyone.
So
You're all
everybody but Miko.
What? I
Is that what
said
I'm
me!
hearing? Oh, you did?
Everyone said
Sorry.
yeah.
It's a lot of okay. So a lot of early birds. The passengers, however, are enjoying their nice and soundful rest as suddenly you hear the quick clattering of footsteps coming down from the top deck of the ship. As you can see, first mate Jonah starts sprinting in your guys' direction as he comes to a quick halt. Oh,
That's certainly not a good
thank goodness.
sign.
Are you good? Oh,
I'm talking about the fact that
oh
he
no.
just came sprinting down the hall towards us.
I
I'm
thought
trying
you
to
were
figure out
talking
where
about
he's
his
at.
bat. I was
Oh,
really
he's
confused.
right there, don't you see?
Yeah, I see him 100%. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
As
good,
you
because I
see
actually
him
don't. I'm not
sprinting
looking.
down the mid deck, coming over to the cots as it is, I will say, still early in the morning, but late enough for you to get all your morning routines out the way if you guys have at all any. But you
Ritual
can see him
casting,
sprinting
maybe.
towards you guys. Oh, good. You're all awake. Something's gone awry. But first, take these as he kind of passes out these individual garments for you all. Um, and then he sort of runs back behind one of the ship walls and kind of drags and lugs this barrel around. He props the top lid off as he goes and starts handing you out wooden swords. Take this. Something tells me you're going to need it.
Oh no.
You know, you don't like when you hear that something's gone awry on a ship.
I do not need a
I know.
wooding
The
set.
We weren't
feeling
prepared for
when
them
this
either,
is one of
but
these activities.
I don't know much about that. But this is serious, and we didn't expect them to arrive. We've had encounters in the past with them, but we could use all the help that we could get. So, when you're ready, throw those on and come up to the top deck. Oh, and one more thing
Sorry.
before I head out. I almost forgot. As he kind of reaches into his back pocket, I need 2 volunteers. Who's going to be those?
Volunteers for what?
Volunteers for what's about to take place.
I will volunteer.
Why
He
not?
passes you a sheet.
Mm-hmm. What does the sheet say?
What are these garments?
Right. So he's going to pass a sheet to you, Winema. So you're going to be passenger number 1, okay?
Yeah, I'm passenger number 1.
Correct. And I need 1 more volunteer.
Oh, I know what's happening here.
Uh-huh.
Really? Really? You're gonna make us pass off for whoever the more important person is?
I don't know what you mean. It's just whoever would like to take the part.
I'll be the second one. Why not?
Okay, sure.
So he goes and hands the piece of parchment to you as well, Jasper, as he then passes out the rest of the papers to everyone else. As, all right, remember, Winema, you're passenger 1, Jasper, you're passenger 2. Everybody else, you will play the part of all passengers, okay? Right. Come up when you're ready.
Oh, I love being multiple
And then
people.
as he darts back up the stairs
I always
to
wanted
the
to do a
top
murder
deck of the
mystery.
ship.
I always wanted to do one of these murder mystery party things.
If that's what this is, I don't think it's going to be a mystery who did it.
Feels more like a play.
I enjoy plays as well. Wait, I look at the clothes. What clothes am I putting on?
So you can see that it is the same not worn, definitely not that easy.
Ooh, they're worn.
The same type of garments that the sailors were actually wearing, as well as between a blue or a red bandana.
I will take the red bandana.
Your
Fine,
horror.
bandana.
All
You want
right.
you want the red bandana?
No. I don't think it's a banana. I think it's a bandana.
I love that I heard you say
I'm
the red
concerned about a red
banana.
banana.
I don't want to know why the banana's red.
Because they
It's
had
a
it in
very
the bag for the
good
blood.
question, and no, we need answers immediately.
Oh.
So as you all kind of get fitted into the attire, as you guys are rushing up to the top deck first, there is a there is an individual that is hanging off the side of the ship, holding on to the rope tethered to one of the masts. So you've seen this individual as a part of the crew before. Granted, don't know who they are, but they are dressed differently this time. They are dressed in a more captain's attire, along with a black captain's hat. You can see that he kind of half-assed the design of a hook just being pulled off one of the racks from down below for the meat storage and using that as he's gripping it in his hand to make it seem like he has a hook for a hand.
Oh, that's so clever.
As everybody kind of rushes up to the top, you all glance at the piece of paper that he has handed you, that Jonah has handed you all, as he stops front and center in front of all of you. As some of the other passengers actually participate as well that signed up.
Is the
no.
lovely person with the red dress here?
She is not, taking a quick glance around.
Oh, we are doing a play!
Yeah,
Out
of
of
course.
Out of
I didn't
character,
realize that.
I am too damn sober for this. In character, Zidrith is unamused.
In character, not sober enough for
Oh,
this.
I'm ready. I got my lines ready.
As Jonah finally takes the front and center of it,
But who plays
as
Captain
the
Jonah?
individual as the individual begins to speak that is hanging off the side of the ship. Arr, old Dahlia Scallywags, it is I, Captain Hook. I've come to commandeer your ship and all the goods along with it. Huh. We meet again, Captain Hook. Me and crew and I will never give the Odalia up to the likes of you. Isn't that right, crew? As he sort of looks
I
up at all of you.
If you want this ship, you have to take it over our dead bodies. As she starts blushing, she looks down, just like covers her face.
If you insist. And
Something
you
supposed to happen.
hear the rumbles of what? Yes, that is actually written down the note.
Something is supposed to
You
happen.
hear the rumbles of water off to your starboard side. That is your right. You hear the rumbles of the water as the water begins to vibrate violently as it is creating what seems at first like small size waves and turning into rapid advancements of different pace movements of water. As you can see a small black shadow begin to slowly, and faster expand. And the size of the shadow is roughly about the same size of the Odalia as you see a massive galleon surge from the bottom or from beneath the surface of the water, breaking its tension and finally slamming down on the bottom hull of the ship, sending violent waves crashing against the Odalia as it rocks your boat or your ship from side to side, as you see a whole bunch of different pirates dressed out in different attire, worn, scattered, wielding swords in their hands, as some of them kind of cut the ropes to their sails as it propels them forward across over onto the deck of the Odalia. As you can see, all these individuals start to pop up onto the deck of the Odalia.
Oh my god, they have put
Let's.
some
Oh
great.
no!
Yeah, they
What-
put a lot of effort into this.
Yeah, at least they put
I-
some effort in.
Wilmus, that's
Like a
kind
whole other ship.
Oh my god, they have definitely used some great. Can I roll Arcana? Like, is this actually magical effects? Like, I gotta know what type of spell they
1
cast.
second, and I will let you do
Okay,
that.
paranoia went away. Now it's
Oh.
back.
There's a lot. There's a lot going on. Give me 1 second.
Wait, did you just come back?
No, I said my paranoia went away, and now it's
Oh.
back.
Oh.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, I'm like, okay, this is just to play. I was overreacting.
To be fair,
And that-
on our script, after if you insist, it does say something is supposed to happen.
Doesn't
I also
say
like-
what.
that is beyond what I believe should happen.
Fair.
Instead of CGI, we got magic effects.
All right. Whew, that was a lot. As you can see, all these different pirates dressed in different attires swing across and land onto the top deck of the Odalia. Look, looks like me crew and I will have to take it by force then.
Oh, jeez, this is going to be so much fun.
No matter how many pirates you
I-
send, we will beat them
Can we
all.
see their weapons?
You can. They look to be silver short swords.
Am I allowed to roll Arcana?
really.
What's that?
I would like to roll Arcana, see what type of magic they're using.
When we start, you can.
Okay.
When we start.
What'd you say, Joey?
So not like the wooden ones we have.
That is correct.
Okay. Yep. Nope. Paranoia back up.
He's up to.
This is just part of the
So-
role play.
You can suddenly see another individual that yells out, Talio! As you can see them dropping down from the top of the Dahlia mast, holding on to um, one of the ropes as they kind of like swing down towards the deck and then lets go and slides gracefully to your guys' side. Did someone say they needed help? Lamont, perfect timing. It seems Captain Hook hasn't learned from the last time he was beaten. Arr, and that be the last time it will be. Ain't that right, me hearties? Arr! And you can hear
Aye.
the multiple voices coming from the enemy pirates. Yes.
The part of the script.
It is part.
Do
I don't
we?
trust it.
So, all right, crew. Whilst a few of us fend off the pirates, some of you make sure to use the cannons to take down the ship. This will stop the pirates from trailing us. Now, let's put an end to Captain Hook's ploy, shall we?
For the Ordalia!
The old Dahlia.
Oh, come on, get some more pep
Oh,
in this.
and one more thing, by the way, the ship's not actually real, so don't go try and jumping on it or you'll fall right into the water. Anyways, roll for initiative, and Scott, go ahead and roll for Arcana.
Yeah, I'm curious. God, this is...
I guess I should
We
drag
should
my
drop our
tokens just up into the corner of the map so that I can actually get on the initiative tracker.
That's not going to matter. The tracker
yeah,
is
it's on the
on Tailspire.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Wait, do we roll initiative on the Tailspire?
No, you don't roll it there, but that's where the tracker is going to be.
Hi.
Oh, wow. Someone's prepared because of their paranoia.
The prepared Anoia.
That's cool.
Aha! Now you're getting into it.
Yar.
Now I want to throw something at the ship and see if it lands on it or not. I don't trust it.
It's just an illusion.
I don't trust it.
Wait, do we type in our initiatives on this thing?
No, you'll go ahead and roll, and then I'll adjust the turn order.
Yep.
Got it. God, I never thought I would have a
Um,
chance for such a dinner and a show.
Isn't there a
what are you talking
way
about?
I
Morning,
can
haven't had
see
breakfast yet.
It's
the
true.
rolls for initiative on the side?
What?
I forgot that feature. See the rolls for initiative on the side,
On Tailspire?
like how it kind of auto. Yeah, no, on Roll20.
Oh, that would be
You have to hit
the
the
turn
clock.
order.
You have to hit the clock. You have to hit the clock.
Oh, there's okay the clock. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
there we
have
go,
to
sorry.
roll tokens for it. Or select tokens for it.
If you want to roll 20, yes. Oh, that's a good way for me to do it.
I just like imagine like, do you really think that this is like some not an illusion? But how could a ship come out of the water? What type of crap that could be? There's no pirate ships. Yeah. And this is like a skeleton. And they
I
don't. Look,
don't trust it.
they don't look like
Oh,
undead
shoot.
either.
Yes, like them.
Yeah, there's another nat 20, but it's not the highest nat 20.
Nah, ignore that.
Speed.
Ignore the nat 20.
Why is this not?
Thankfully,
Connecting.
Zidrith understands all this is supposed to be acted out because he does kind of have a, giant mace slung to his back. And just looking at the wooden sword.
Why am I the only one on initiative? Why didn't no one grab their
Because
tokens?
the other tracker wasn't up when we started rolling initiative.
Also, technically, it doesn't matter.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, there we go. All right, Micaiah. Nat 20. So you are going to be up first.
Oh yeah, I forgot my ritual stuff. Let me get that set up.
Ooh, I know a good way to test it
Alright,
without
yep.
giving away that I'm yeah.
14, Mikio.
That would be right.
And then after you. And then. Kobu.
Why are you casting false light?
No, I was just
Grandma.
reading it again.
Okay.
Pirate, 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 and Captain Hook. Oh. And one more roll. Dee-dee-dee. 11. And 6. You are at the back. And then Jasper. Where are you at? There you go. 4. Oh. All right. That'll do. That's, yeah.
I just saw your turn pop up so many times.
All right. Micaiah, what
All
are you
right.
going to do? Oh, wait,
Are
hold on.
they-
Sorry. The Arcana check. Sorry. Let me do that real quick. I forgot to mention that. Where did you roll that? Scott?
Scott.
Oh, 15. I see it. Glancing at the ship, you can see a magical essence kind of glow to it. But this is magic that far exceeds like your own knowledge and skill set. So you don't quite know the interworkings of it, but you know it is some magical-esque illusion to it.
Very some advanced magic going on over here. There.
All right.
I gotta,
Micaiah.
I gotta figure out who cast it or what scroll that it came from.
So are there still pirates swinging over?
There are not. Most of them have landed on the deck now.
Well, darn, there went that plan.
You're gonna try and snap them.
However, there is one that's kind of off to the side. He hasn't completely made his way on as he swung right into the ropes.
It was his I was gonna try to aim my throw a dagger, see if make it look like I'm trying to hit their ropes, but actually see if I hit the ship.
Oh,
To see if the ship is really there, but trying not to make it look like I'm parrying.
There's one more thing I forgot
But
to
nope.
add.
Yes.
That Jonah did mention the cannons are usable,
Yeah.
and to take down the ship to prevent the pirates from following you and chasing tail.
Sure, I'll shoot the cannon.
Which cannon
All
so I know
right.
where to move you?
The closest one.
Quite enough.
Yeah.
Quite a lot. All right. For this, there need no bonus action to reload because it is actually already preloaded. So if you'd wish to just use your action to fire and bonus to reload, you could.
Sure, I will do that.
All right.
What's
As you
something?
As you grab one of the torches that are sitting off to the side, kind of holstered in a torch holder, it's already pre-lit. As you take it and kind of swipe it against the tassel end of the ignition, or the whatever you call it, the igniting rope, sure. As it fizzles and then suddenly, a large explosion comes from the front as a cannonball shoots through. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
Alright, just use my deck. Oh, the thing there. Up. Okay, +5.
+5.
Okie dokie. So I'll just roll d20. Oh, this is a ranged attack. Question: do I have advantage on?
What's that?
I was wondering if I get my sneak attack off.
The cannon is way too loud, and there are too many people that notice you to be able to
Well,
sneak
no,
attack.
They
sneak
never
attack
see
is
it coming.
Well, it's just how the mechanics work. I was just wondering. It'd be
Gotcha.
funny. I don't think
Unfortunately,
it would
they are
actually.
well dead. At least they look it.
A
Alright, so
19.
That does hit as you watch a cannonball rip through one of the other cannons that are mounted on the top deck as it blows apart the cannon itself. And I need you to roll a 5d8 for me.
Okie dokie.
It's just an illusion.
It didn't look like an illusion.
That didn't sound like one.
15. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think so. I will. Am I near? How close am I to other people?
To people?
Well,
Enemies.
oh,
Pirates.
got this.
enemies.
I'm just gonna duck behind the other side of the cannon.
So like
Okay.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And that'll be my
Alright.
turn.
As it is now this first pirate's turn, as he's going to charge directly towards Jonah. Oop, forgot to change that.
I like the music.
Thank you. As he is going to make a scimitar attack. 11. What is... That does not hit, as his swing misses, as Jonah is just too evasive. Sorry, Captain Jonah is too evasive. As this passenger's turn is now up, and he is actually going to do the same if he can.
He's getting ready to pick up that spear.
That's a lot of feet. Hold up now.
It's only 5.
There we go. Much better.
But see, it's measuring tiles still. It's just
Just
Yeah.
enough. As he's going to ignite the cannon that you shot out from Micaiah. As it is going to fire towards this look-alike of Odalia. We just do this. Same thing.
That is such a fun event.
That is a 15. A 15 does hit as he fires it directly into the middle of the hull as it rips through one of the cannon doors. As planks kind of bust through, Winema, you can kind of see this little particle effect that follows through with it as well. As it is this pirate's turn, as he is going to try and engage you, Jasper, as you are the closest to him. He is going to make another scimitar attack.
Oh no.
21. I assume that hits.
No, Jasper, we barely knew them.
Get the pie.
What's that?
He said Jasper.
Jasper.
Oh, Jasper.
Yeah,
I heard a Y.
yeah, Jasper.
Yes, for
Um,
the friendly ghost.
as they go to swing on you, it seems like the threat is real. However, when the sword just about touches you, it actually phases through your body. You could feel a slight tingling sensation, almost like a tickle in a way, but not enough to actually do any kind of damage.
Okay,
you
so
take
there's an
5
enchantment on the weapons.
theoretical slashing damage.
I like that you say theoretical.
It's imaginary damage. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt.
No, imaginary damage very much hurts.
Oh,
Exactly my
we're about to
point.
see if it actually hurts.
All right, Miko, it is now your turn.
So Don Hong would like to argue that imaginary damage very much
Oh,
hurts.
haha. Okay, let's see here. Oh, God. It leaped me forward, but that's fine. Don't you worry. Yeah, is that close enough, actually? Hold on. Yeah. It'll be more. Here we go, I think. And using their wooden sword in quotation marks, Miko would like to, quote-unquote, attack the pirate, but actually use their sacred flame.
Okay.
We're gonna
Point
see
at
if it
them
actually
menacingly.
hurts. So that one pirate's gotta make a dex save.
Was it see if you can
Oh, boy.
somehow use these swords as an arcane focus?
They're gonna have some fun with this in their own little way. Okay, they're fine. They dodge it.
As it sort of, almost like it phases through them in a way, as you can see this kind of, as you can see there being sort of like a wave, almost like a calm waters wave, as their figure that then again becomes static.
Oh, that's how this works. Alright. No, yeah, that'll be all from Miko, unless... Ah, wait. Did the man who shot a cannon reload the cannon?
He actually did not.
Okay,
he's,
well,
he's struggling a little bit.
I have still got my bonus action to do... I can grab... I have still got my bonus action to do such a thing. If you will, he will allow
moving
Miko
away.
to refill it.
So he is actually going to try and make an opportunity attack if you're trying to move away.
That is fine. Now...
10. As he goes to swing, you're just a little too agile
Backflip.
for these. Oh, backflip. As you backflip away, as they swing and completely miss you. You go to reload the cannon, and it is now ready to fire again.
There you go.
As it is now this pirate's turn. This pirate is going to actually try and group up on you, Jasper.
No, Jasper, we barely
I had the
knew thee.
same. I love it because I had the same exact thought what I was gonna do to the pirate next to Jasper.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. He starts approaching, and then I begin approaching.
As they are going to make their swing as well, 13.
No.
As they go to swing, and they completely whiff. You've learned from the first time. You're not going to get caught a second time. As they are actually going to try and make the rest of their... Was that 8 feet? Yeah. The rest of their feet towards you, Zitrith.
Oh, wonderful! I don't even have to move now. Because I just
You approach.
I
approaching
smile
me.
down at them and heft this this wooden sword that feels highly inadequate, but I will accept that. I'm just gonna swing with my Morning Star, but just so that I don't have to put in a new attack in the sheet.
Okay.
make sure that I don't have advantage toggled on. 10.
You go to swing, but unfortunately, you do miss. As your, and you said, what were you swinging with?
I would swing what was already there, but I'm using the sword they provided us since they seem to not actually hurt people.
As you go
So I
to swing,
Don't think they would
it-
appreciate me swinging my battle axe.
If that actually
Yeah,
matters.
it's a fair assessment. As you can see, like it just barely tick as just a small little ripple of the figure uh, begins to become static again after getting that brush of that wooden sword that you delivered. What else would you like to do?
Again, I'm at that cursed thing where I don't have anything I can use my bonus action for.
I feel that.
But yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I got nothing I can really use my bonus action for, so I guess that's it. My one swing and then wait for my next turn.
One
Now
trick
it's
pony so far. It's okay.
it's my turn.
One more.
Now I have a question.
are
Do
you
we
doing?
have flanking rules in this game?
There are. So my rules go as such. I'm using the same thing that Clutch associated with the passive perception. If they have a 13 or higher, you cannot. However,
What or higher?
13.
a 13.
Ooh, yeah, that's a lot lower than clutches.
Yep. Clutch is, I believe, 18 if I remember.
Yeah, clutches is an 18.
So if I go right here, of course I would go around so I don't provoke opportunity attack. Well, I guess I will continue with this little farce of this game.
Of course, it matters whether they have the
All right.
passive.
And
He's
they
go-
do not have a high enough passive
There
perception.
you go.
Time to roll, baby.
The concerning thing is that pretty much any enemy that's proficient in perception will have a 13 or higher.
Which, I mean, makes sense. If you are good
Right.
at looking, you can't be flanked.
Fair.
Let us go with constrict.
Hey, look like you
By
didn't need it.
19. As you go to constrict, go ahead and roll for damage. All right. As you go and constrict this individual, your tail kind of just seeps in on itself, clasping your own tail, as the illusion kind of just dissipates from the damage. And so that
These illusions were able to hit us, right?
Yeah, but it kind of just phased through you and felt tingly.
It dealt imaginary damage.
as you watch as the essence of this illusion just kind of dissipates as soon as you clasp your tail around it.
Meanwhile, I feel like Miko's doing quantum.
And I have a bonus action.
Fun.
It just allows me to have an increased movement of, I only did 14 movement. So, let's do my speed boost. So you lower your body onto the ground. And now I'm going to launch, kind of like do like a weird snake crawl. And let's see here, there's
Slither.
I assume that guy's part of the game. There's another illusion right up here, so let's go. That's 14. That's 30 right here. Then there we go. As I kind of like slither around, do like a dodging motion. That is my turn.
All right.
You'll never take the
This
Odalia. Let us continue.
It's actually going to grab the nearest cannon and fire upon this fake Odalia. Oh, can't get him in between. That'll work.
Oh well.
That is a 19. As
Again.
they fire the cannon, and it rips through again the hull, this time breaking off one of the support beams for the ropes that's tethered up to the mast, as the ropes are now just kind of dangling down against the side of the mast. As we do.
Ouch.
All right. It is now this pirate's turn. They are going to make their way down. And they're going to take the dash action to actually surround Captain Jonah, as they're going to have to wait till next turn because they used the action. Same thing.
Oh no.
15. As they are going to take the dash action. 15. As they are actually going to group up on you, Winema. Alright, this passenger is actually going to come to assist you, Zid, since you are so close. Using the wooden sword that they were given.
Another 10.
There's 2. And that does not hit. As the sword just phases through. And this pirate's turn. He is far behind. It's got a lot of catching up to do.
Should have landed closer.
Oh, you are up on the cannon.
He likes it.
All right. Jasper, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
Hmm.
You'll get into trouble.
Can't reach my mouse. Guess I'll take exactly one step right here.
Small step for the Odalia.
And
Very small step.
like,
Wait, 5 feet isn't that small of a step.
It is not, but in comparison to the ship, it might be.
I'm just gonna use the wooden sword I've been getting and just attack the person in front of me.
All right.
As a simplistic roll, I'm just gonna use my trident. 11.
As you go to swing, it does hit. As you watch as your wooden sword carves through this illusion as it dissipates.
Wonder what their AC is.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, an 11.
It's imaginary AC.
Yes. An imaginary AC where a 10 misses but an 11 hits.
Right. Captain
not one.
Hook's Captain Hook's turn. Right. Get me, laddies. The treasure of the Odalia shall soon be ours. As he's just going to use that for his action. Never in your dreams, Captain Hook. As he's going to grab this cannon, or stand on top, and he's going to fire it into the fake Odalia. That actually does not hit, as it whizzes over the top deck of the Odalia, completely missing. Well, you'd think I'd have better luck with these things by now. As it is now Demono May's turn. Ooh, I've never fired a cannon before. That sounds exciting. As he's actually going to run
Oh
to this
god.
back cannon
Oh hey, look at that.
and fire it into the fake Odalia as well.
Kaboom.
Kaboom,
Oh!
indeed.
If there was anyone who would roll a nat 20, of course it is. But does
And
it deal the
then
crit damage as well?
it does not. I do not have it
Sad.
tailored for that.
When I say sad, it's all imaginary.
The ship is definitely one, however, it is still upright in the water. As it is now Captain Jonah's. Ha! I told you, you can't beat the likes of me and my crew. As he's actually going to swing on the pirate in front of him. $16, that does hit. As they swing in, again, the illusion dissipating. Micaiah, it is back to you. What are you going to do?
Back to me. I guess I'll just stick with the cannon.
Kaboom.
It will shoot the cannon again.
Boom.
Kaboom! Boop, boop.
Hey,
Hi.
Joey.
Hi.
Roll for damage.
Hi.
Your paranoia. It fuels
Okay,
you.
Shoot. As you shoot the cannon, you aim low just enough in the hole where it rips through. You kind of roughly could tell about the lower to storage hole of the deck based on the Adalia that you're on itself. As it rips a huge chunk, as you can see water start to spill in to the bottom.
Actually spilling in. Or at least it appears to be.
Yes, it appears like the water because it kind of like shifted a little to
Mhm.
compensate for, I guess, the hole in the ship.
Okay. No, I just thought the ship was an illusion, so I didn't think it would actually do that.
I mean, the water rippled when it went up.
Like almost like the cannonball hit the water and kind of like rippled it a bit.
Okay.
Made it seem like the water is kind of seeping towards from the weight of the cannonball being dropped in the water.
Alright. Sure, yes, we'll go with that.
Yes, precisely.
I'll use my bonus action to load it again.
All right. So this passage is actually going to turn his attention towards the pirate and actually make a spear attack.
A spear attack?
Oh, sorry. Wooden sword attack. Yes.
You
So
may
used to
have
saying
a
what they have
spear,
in
but
hand.
this is a play.
18. Strikes straight through the center. Dissipates. Did you see that? Oh, this is so exciting. As he's going to rush this other individual. Nico.
Well, if they're just gonna have fun with this, might as well get into action. And they're going to just real quick tie their hair into a ponytail before charging ahead. Woohoo! And yet again, like, wait, am I where I am for flanking, or do I need to move a little forward? Yeah, a tiny little bit. There we go. And yet again, they are going to act as if they are using the sword. But really, they're just using Sacred Flame.
Alright.
Which actually doesn't matter for flanking. But still.
13.
Aha!
That does hit. As it hits the illusion, as it dissipates along with the dissipation of Sacred Flame, they are no longer with us.
And that's how you do it. And that's their turn.
Alright. That is now this pirate's turn. And it is going to try and swing at you, Zid. 15.
Cover.
You're melted.
I hate Discord's new UI.
On mobile, I agree.
On computer,
Is it different?
muted, well, being unmuted has the button lit up white. Being muted grays it out like the other buttons.
Oh.
So I went and thought I had unmuted when I instead muted. So screw you, Discord UI. No, a 15 does not hit me, not in the slightest.
Alright.
That's good to hear.
As it kind of whizzes through you, and you feel nothing. As it is now your turn.
Just double checking because I couldn't see him earlier. This furry individual, is he an ally or an enemy?
He's an ally.
Okay, then I would like to swivel around this pirate in front of me to get into flanking.
Okay.
So, like, right there.
Yep, right there if that works. Because he's about to get bat. Which, it's an illusion, so it should be fine, but dear God, the amount of force put behind this blow. Thank
It's
goodness
only a
they are
wooden sword.
illusions. Do what?
It's a good thing it's only a wooden sword.
Indeed, and it's a good thing not only is it a wooden sword, but it phases through them.
Well,
Are you? My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
no, not this late.
Seven.
There's no coming back.
What's this,
You
7?
are too confident as you go to swing.
Too much
and
force,
with
and
the
I
amount of
might
force you're
crack
swinging,
the deck a little bit.
Too much force, not enough aim.
your
I'm,
wood kind of
to be fair,
a little.
I'm more used to using a morning star.
Of
So
course, the weight is a
spiky
little
blunt
off.
object. I don't need to slash with a morning star. I
Yeah,
just
the weight is a little
offend
different.
this general direction.
Well,
As you go
digital,
to
we are
swing.
fighting pirates.
And miss the pirate. Is there
Yeah,
anything else you'd like to do?
there's nothing else I can do. God, level 1 fighter is painful.
I feel that.
Hey, at least I'm giving my ally flanking now. I better put it to better use than I did.
You don't know how tempted I was
When
when I
am
tried
I?
to actually go after Captain Hook.
It is your turn.
On
Hey,
the
that
note.
wouldn't have been a bad idea.
I'm tempted to go after Captain Cook.
But he's a real person, not an illusion.
That's
You have to be far gentler.
I will go over to this thing and attack it.
All right.
Very true, digital. Very true.
17, that definitely hits. As you go,
Consistent.
don't, yeah, whenever you need to roll for that. As you go to constrict the illusion again, same as last time, it dissipates as you put just enough force into it. They are no longer with us.
Now I look around here. I could technically bonus action dagger someone, but I think I would. I guess I got to continue with the roleplay bit. as she points a dagger at the sea captain, and she says, "Well, your crew has fallen, and only the captain remains. Yield."
Is that right?
No, it's not actually right.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's my bit. Gotta go with the roll for a bit.
Same as the first. Fire the cannon. It's a 13. It actually does not hit,
Oh,
as
no.
it flies right between the two masts and plops into the water in the background. They're going to use that bonus action, of course, to reload. As this individual is now going to take a swing on the pirate in front of both of you, Sith. That does not hit. She's a little bit older in age, so it seems like she doesn't exactly have the same dexterity as the rest of the younglings, but she's enjoying herself. And Jasper, what will you do?
So you're saying if 14 didn't hit it?
Or they aren't flanking with you.
14.
Oh. Darn.
Oh wait, they are the one flanking with you.
Yes, that is the one flanking. This is the
Oh,
cat
shit.
lady. That's
Yeah.
a 14.
Sorry.
That's why I was
You're
wondering
right.
how a 14 didn't hit it.
Oh, you
I
know,
totally
they're weak to an
forgot.
11, but their AC is actually 20.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me
You
make
know,
it
she mapped it.
5 as the short sword, or the wooden short sword, comes down, striking the pirate. And she actually lets out a little bit of glee, making her seem more youthful in her older years.
I hadn't killed
As
someone in
she
ages.
then going to use her movement to make her way towards the cannon. She'd like to fire one too.
Don't
Seems
let
like
anyone
everybody's
stop the
doing
old
that
lady.
No,
Living her best life.
get out of Babushka's way.
All right, Jasper, now it is your turn.
Oh no, I clicked the wrong button.
I just realized a question, Argos.
Hmm.
That one pirate who's been hanging on, is he on initiative?
He is not on initiative.
Okay,
I'm
so
glad you pointed that out.
I
He's
I
waiting
thought he wasn't.
patiently.
Okay. I was gonna say I couldn't tell.
Yes, he
If
is
you're gonna move or
waiting
not.
patiently. Actually, I lied. They actually do need to be on initiative now. There we go.
Welcome, I guess.
I totally forgot. We just killed off stuff. You guys are so quick. All right, back to it. Yeah, I definitely thought I got everybody.
But he's here. Can I throw the wooden sword at him?
You certainly could.
Okay, goodbye, roll 20.
Oh no. But you need that.
I do.
I mean, I guess technically you don't. You can roll the dice on here.
Yeah, but I don't know my stat.
Well, you see,
Indeed.
you see,
And it
digital,
does it.
just between you and me, this isn't real.
You said it does it?
It does.
What's a 19?
Well, I'll just chuck it at him.
All right.
Nothing special, just, it's right there.
Smack him in the face.
So you go to throw the sword as it phases right through, as the apparatus dissipates, as you can hear the sword in the background go into the water. As you now have no short sword. Oh, no. All right, it's okay. We can just make another.
Made out of wood, I hope so.
There is wood all around us.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's wood all around us. I can body you a new one if it's that problem.
Do you know how long that took to make?
2
Anyways,
hours.
it's okay.
Okay,
We're all
if
having
it's
fun.
if it took anything longer than a day, that's disappointing.
The thing is probably the whatever enchantments they have on it.
That is true.
Sounds like a
Is there
perfect plan.
anything else you would like to do?
Every artificer within like 100 miles is wincing right now.
Does it take a bonus action just to fill the cannon, or to also fire it?
Just to fill the cannon. It takes an action to fire it.
Well, that's it then.
All right. Oh, these bastards. If that's how you want to play, let's show them who we're dealing with. As you see more pirates start to emerge, swinging across the deck.
See ya.
What's up?
The one pirate just literally flew off the ship.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't take it anymore.
Did you see it, Joey?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I missed it.
As they go
At least
to
Stream
land
saw it.
on the deck. And that is the action that he is going to use to call for reinforcements. As the battle ensues, an intense fight between the Odalia and Captain Hook's crew. All our adventurers find themselves in the midst of an exciting pirate combat. But thus, that is not the end of our story. For next time, it shall continue. And we're actually going to break there for the night.